Welcome to NX Beyond Podcast. Today I'm reacting to this Call of Duty show, and I'm gonna have the volume down right now because I'm not trying to get, you know, flagged or anything like that with music. Who that? That's Killer Mike right there. Yeah, that's definitely gonna get, a copyright strike. So I ain't gonna let that play. But that being said, I'm excited for this, man. I'm excited to see what they have to offer. And yeah, man, welcome back. If you was here yesterday watching my stream for the Nintendo double feature, shout out to you and welcome back. Man, Killer Mike been on fire though. The last shit been like what 2 years leading up to that album, then Grammys and all that. I'm like, is that the stream? Because I'm not hearing it either right now. I was about to say, yo, shit crashed. All right, let's put this volume up now.
Our first ever deep dive on multiplayer.
Get ready for the world premiere of the all-new Black Ops 6 Zombies map, Liberty Falls. We also give you the drop on all things Warzone.
We're taking you to Area 99 and we're taking over 200 global creators with us.
Welcome to Call of Duty Next. This is Black
All
Ops.
right. I'm assuming we starting with multiplayer, right? I don't think they're gonna show single player in this, right? This is all about multiplayer, zombies, all that. Probably like what's coming to Warzone. Oh yeah, Call of Duty Mobile. They confirmed is gonna be part of this show. I never played Call of Duty Mobile, never downloaded or nothing. I never downloaded Fortnite either. And these are games that I, invest so much time into. I just don't care to play the mobile versions because I don't really, game on mobile platforms like that. And if I am gonna play it on a mobile platform, I'm probably gonna play something that's not a console-like experience. Oh, for a second I thought that was an orchestra, but it's just a bunch of streamers. Yo, I hate ring lights so much. God bless y'all who use them shits. I don't know how y'all do it. Direct light hitting me in the face, I'm gonna get a migraine instantly. That's why I be fighting the sun, But at the same time, I salute the sun. Oh, this is a trailer. Probably got some music. I might as well mute it. So let me check real quick. Yeah, this is the trailer we saw. This song might be fine though, but still, I ain't gonna let it rock right now. Cause I know they try with certain like songs to get them cleared, cause they know a lot of people gonna stream this stuff. But they did confirm, they was like, yeah, some of these songs will get your channel, copyright strikes. So make sure you mute shit. I'm like, all right. I almost was about to be like, you know what, never mind, I ain't gonna stream this shit. But I wanted to because, well, it's one of my most anticipated games of the year. Beta is this weekend. I'm definitely gonna be streaming some of that on Saturday. Well, it starts Friday, right? I'll probably stream Friday night, actually. I'll probably stream Friday night, to be honest. Or even Thursday at midnight. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, if it's up at midnight, I might just do a stream at midnight. On well, that's Friday, but you know what I mean, on Thursday night. Hopefully they don't do that 3 o'clock in the morning, like like shows tend to do. Because, for example, on Thursday, that season 2 of Rings of Power comes out, which by the trailers looks drastically better than that first season, which was, yeah, it was a thing. But yeah, so it's like that comes out like 3 in the morning and stuff like that. usually. All right, let me put this back.
Player, of course, I'm joined here at the desk by Stephanie Snowden. You got the Senior Director of Studio Communications here, and man, I can't wait.
Oh, that's my guy right here. The dude who used to do the. I'm not gonna say UC. He probably still does. Like he did a couple Nintendo shows, right? Like the championships and stuff like that.
It's amazing all around. The energy.
I'm like, I know that guy.
But it's been a long.
Not personally, but you know what I'm saying. I've seen
them.
him.
Had the opportunity to talk about a new Black Ops game out in the world.
Hell yeah!
Damn, does it feel good?
Hell yeah!
Here, ready to reveal Black Ops 6. We've got some incredible developers who are going to be joining us at the desk throughout the day. Lots of new to talk about, and even the opportunity for you to earn some new loot just for tuning in.
It's as simple as that. Make sure you stay tuned throughout the day, as you will have a chance to unlock in-game rewards for Black Ops 6 just by watching this stream. That's all you got to do on the official Call of Duty Twitch and YouTube channels.
But how you get that? How they like? How they? Well, it's probably gonna be a code or something. Because I'm like, how do they know what's my account to give me these things? Like I know with Steam, because when you got your like stuff linked, a lot of times, but oh, you watch 10 minutes on Steam of a stream, and then you get some some crap, whatever, some digital goods, and I've done that before.
Big show, we're diving in. And
but I don't really, like the craziest part is I don't really care for cosmetics like that, and like for my weapons and things like that. I'm used to the regular colors, the camos. I usually go for the red, and then eventually I get the gold out where. Use the gold for the whole time. Even though my current weapon that I use, I do got this beautiful purple, like this neonish purple camo in it, which I like a lot. Finally, yo. Oh, Omni movement is next. I mean, you're gonna see it in the gameplay.
What we should be expecting with this new movement option is going to be coming to Black Ops 6, because it really does feel like it is changing the game. I'm seeing these players absolutely decimate.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, you said it.
Dude, I saw a clip. A dude ran into a room, right? Like the doors popped open, boof. But when they opened, it was two guys right in front of the door. So they start busting, but he dived past them, then got up and dived back out the room and bang, bang, shot both of them. And I was like, yo. The people who get really, really good at this game are going to be literally a horror movie. It's going to be scary. Because seeing that clip, I was like, yeah, that like you could not do that. And probably not any first-person shooter. Maybe Doom, you could have, dashed in and then dashed out and shot him. But, like, literally, like, the fact that he saw them, pushed in, and then literally jumped out on his back. Bang, bang, bang. I was like, oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Or subscribe to select Game Pass plans. You can get early access to Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta now starting in 2 days. That's August 30th. And don't forget to preload the beta starting today. We have the
Man, I had this beta preloaded a long ass time ago.
But Brittany, speaking of beta, you and the team have
it would have been cool if they started the beta right after this. Like that would have been really cool.
Let's take a look.
We got all the maps.
We've got.
And if they,
maps.
ooh, I know they got a Nuketown, right? Nuketown. No. Okay, so they're gonna make it a big deal when they bring it in. That's actually good. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, Nuketown gonna take a slot. That's why I actually mentioned it.
Wow, that is
the beta maps. Okay.
For the betas, you get like maybe 1 or 2 maps, a couple morsels. You guys going in?
You're getting 8. They're gonna give you half them shits. I wonder if the maps in this gonna be free, because I love that they did that in Modern Warfare 3, that they gave away free maps. The whole year, like you didn't pay for no maps. You ain't pay for nothing other than like cosmetic stuff. And honestly, in the last year, I only got 2 battle passes. I got the Rick Grimes. And I got the Rhea Ripley one right now.
State vibes, you know what I mean? Got some fancy buildings, I like that. I like the way it looks. All right, now we're talking about maps here, but I love me some modes. Let's talk about some modes here, because we got a nice mix of modes that are going to be coming.
I'm like, you got a wrestling thing? I said, it wouldn't matter what it would have been wrestling. I said I was going to get it either way. Just because.
When I was looking through the menu, and it was Kill Order.
But I was so happy it was her in the battle pass and not, Cody, because I was like, like when I looked at the characters, I was like, yeah, I would prefer, Rhea or Ray. I would have liked that it was Ray, since Ray is one of my favorites, of all time. But I said Rhea Ripley, cool too. I'll take that.
any elimination will count towards their team score, but you will get more score if your HVT gets a kill and you eliminate the enemy's HVT.
So you get to be aggressive or defensive,
Exactly.
however you want to pick your poison.
Yeah.
Your
This
strategy
is one of
on
my
that.
favorite modes so far in Black Ops 6. We've had a lot of fun play testing it. I've seen people getting pretty rowdy in the pit at the studio over this. And if you're selected as HVT, you're actually going to get some unique bonuses,
Man,
right?
yeah, I did the live stream yesterday, which was about 2 hours, and then after that, I did a 2.5 hour podcast on Patreon. Got 2 Metroid Prime 4 videos up there. Those will be on YouTube
And not call things out.
later this weekend.
It's a good way to know who really has your back, let's
Yeah,
be
I
honest.
know that my
So yeah, I did a lot of stuff yesterday,
they will want
and I'm
me to
back
stop.
again today.
Ride or dies really are.
Yeah, truly, mostly die. Now, let's talk about, because obviously.
I think in the next 2 days I'm gonna do my
Is there one map in particular that stands out to you?
Doom the Ancient Gods stream. I haven't done one in a minute. Well, I did. I started it, played like the whole first level, which was mad long, and I'm gonna play that again probably this week. And then at some point I want to get back to Gears of War 2, which I started, but I had to I removed that video because the audio was corrupted for some reason. So I was like, I got to do this shit all over again. Thank God I only played a few chapters, and I don't mind playing through it again anyway. Because shit is so fun.
As well as fan favorites returning at launch.
And it gives me a chance to play, with the community. I know Dark Sun Rider wanted to play.
But Joanna, what can you give us a little taste of in terms of modes for launch?
Yeah, of course. We took a hard look at every mode in our portfolio, whether it's your traditional core modes or new modes like Kill Order.
Man, I ain't worried about modes. The way they went so crazy with modes in Modern Warfare 3, I ain't worried. The support for that game was so crazy.
Allows players to have a bit more space for
The Slam Team Deathmatch was mad fun.
A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Another thing we took a look at is hardpoint. And what we did there, we basically added numbers to our objective icons to make it easier for players to call them out to teammates and to help players to remember and understand the specific
I like that pin.
routines of the zones.
Yeah.
So,
Sweats rejoice.
Yeah. Esports gang excited. In terms of what other modes and newness and maps, Brittany, what have you got for us in the live seasons?
I mean, we're
Just a little hint,
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Still cooking.
Brittany got that hair.
Players want maps, so
I hear that is
I
a
read
thing.
it on the internet.
we're making a lot.
Must mean it's true.
We've got new things cooking up, and we're also excited to revisit some fan favorites from the Black Ops universe.
Matt,
Yeah.
favorites.
Yeah.
I want what was it called?
There are certain maps
From Black
where
Ops
it is
1,
the
it was
ability
the
to
streets.
that's
I
all
think it
I'll
was
say.
saying with a V, and I don't remember no more.
We might get it.
But it was the one that played the Celia Cruz music when you went into the room.
Speaking of what lights,
And yeah, that was one of my favorite maps of all time in any Call of Duty game.
There's so much goodness to go around.
Live gameplay, better map showcase. Game features deep dive with Treyarch developers.
Into zombies later on the new Liberty
Live
Falls
gameplay,
map.
game
And
features, man.
finally,
Oh, this shit gonna be real.
our live gameplay.
It's gonna be
Look
long.
At Warzone on the all-new Resurgence map. Also, we'll be hearing from our friends over at the mobile team towards the end of the show because there's a
5 years of Call of Duty mobile?
on the
Seriously?
mobile side of Call of Duty, so you don't want to go anywhere for that one. And now it is time to dive into some Black Ops 6 multiplayer.
Let's do
gameplay.
this.
We'll be back at the desk in just a little bit with the developers of Treyarch to talk more about classic prestige, weapons, and so much more. But until then,
We got this new one coming out, and I saw these rumors yesterday of the next Call of Duty. I'm like, yo, we didn't even get this one. What are we worried about the next one for? Who gives a shit about the next one? Like, oh, the next one's gonna be Modern Warfare 4. I'm like, cool.
I think the most fun part of today for us.
I'll be excited about that this time next year. Oh no, my bad. June next year, around there, around the Xbox showcase. But I'm like, right now, I don't care about no other Call of Duty. It's like you showing me a Zelda game right now. I do not care. It's kind of a lie, right? But no, I was like, all right, like let me focus on Echoes.
It has been a minute, of course. Cold War was the last time I got in there.
Uh-oh,
But ladies
gameplay.
and gentlemen, we start things off with the
It's
man
breaking up.
who's
That's not us, though.
going to break
I mean, my stream. That's dumb.
multi-world champion.
Let me
and
actually
absolute
see.
Demon on the sticks, Chris.
Yeah, that's right. This man just won Worlds a few months ago, already gearing up for the new game. And if anyone is going to showcase just the potential of Omni movement, there's no better screen than this.
So the third kill we get to see him do is a diving.
All right, it seems like it's cleaning up, so I'm not gonna switch. I had the other one. Oh no, it's still kind of dirty.
If he's not in the air, he's on his knees, slip sliding around. This is a difficult man to deal with, Chris.
But I don't think that'll be different in the other
The
stream.
question is, how long before he gets fully streaked out? It's been, what, 60 seconds?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's the UAV, counter UAV, and it looks like the helper helo is going to be his last streak. So, look, guys, it's a Black Ops game. You know what to look for when it comes to crazy weapons. We've got some awesome streaks being used here, and this man.
You see the diving back and stuff, man.
He's going, he's diving.
Let's switch it up, taking it over to
Oh.
MZ, who seems to be on the losing end of some fights. But what we love about MZ, never afraid to bring out the sniper rifle at all ranges.
Every Call of Duty I've
You know who they should have had here? Yeah, let me try the other one because this right now
She's using Omni movement to go side to side, left to right
ain't it.
on absolute roids.
And this seems to be a perfect spot for her to just go to town. That is back-to-back, make it a 3 straight kills.
Wait, which one was I on? Oh, I was on the Xbox one.
It's just going to get even easier for her.
So maybe that stream is just hacking up.
Hit a stim. Can we dive? Come on. Get it.
Oh, the lay down.
Check this out, folks. Oh, MZ. The people are watching.
I love the reach out, though. Mad respect. We got to take our screen over to the man representing the greatest team in the history of the sport. Tim.
Well, I was gonna say, you know who they should have had? This is a girl. I don't know who she is. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen clips of her, and she be playing with her baby in her hands, and she be bodying dudes. I'm like, they should have had her hair with her baby in her arms, still killing it.
The school of flopper on your screen, folks. Tim, though, having a good time here in DC. He's got a tough lobby. I mean, let's face it. Legion's on his team. Kane Brown's on his team as well. I wonder if he's got any pros to help him out.
I love that.
Oh, let me
Kane
see
Brown
something.
making his way back here for Black Ops 6. He hosted Tim the Tapman's tailgate party. Awesome to see him there. And Tim gonna fall once again on screen, but we did see Legion with a little pop-up performance, and now it's Jay Smooth's turn here from the Nuke Squad.
I mean, I wonder if anyone's running the intelligent movement system here, where again you could do things like automatically mantle, automatically slide under, you know, obstacles. It really just allows players to
See what's the
feel
quality. Oh,
like they're
1080p.
not have to use as many button inputs. This is something you can
Dude,
do
those Xbox Showcase spoiled me. Them doing them in 4K. I love that.
Not a problem here, boys and girls.
Tim, solid shots once again, and he is trying to get the angle, taking the corner a little.
Nah, he almost had him. If he would have never got shot, I think he would have got that guy.
Screen and show me Hutch.
Hutch, one of the older players here in DC, and he's having himself a.
Damn, why you gotta age Hutch like one of the older players? He probably meant longest time playing, because dude don't really look old. Oh yeah, see this stream is still doing the low bitrate shit.
But I can't wait to see the old guard.
I don't think it really matters. That's what I said. It's the same stream. Xbox, Call of Duty. They're streaming the same thing.
I mean, we've seen some slides already, and you can see how fluid the game is. I mean, one of the things we've been talking about constantly with the creators who have been here in DC for a while is, what does it feel like? Does it feel like a Black Ops game?
It
And the truth is, hell yeah.
feels
What was that? What was that
It's natural.
pamphlet
My
shit
first
he
thing
just
I did
opened?
was dive on my back though, and I thought it was so dope that you had to challenge me, and I was already aiming where your head's gonna be.
Chris Bucket, supine, prone, fighting kills, Hutch on the right hand
I'm really
side.
good at it.
Chris and I,
Should we do
though,
another
I mean,
lap?
Well, I think that's a 7.4U. Nah, I don't know. I ain't gonna pretend to know. Nah, that could be a. It looks like it from the back, but
creators all around us here.
could be an MP5. I don't know.
Absolutely out of control.
Who thought that we deserved to be in a museum today? Shout out to whoever put this one together. Yes, everybody, welcome in to Black Ops 6 multiplayer, and let's show you what's going
got
on.
him.
Hazardous.
One half of Trey and
You saw that? You like he dived down those stairs sideways.
Thank God. Schrödinger Lee now on the other side, and it looks like he's the HVT for his team right now, so picking up a lot of points here. Again, oh, it's a dub. It's the first dub we've seen in the desk.
We've got
That was a
multiple
blowout.
Different game modes. You saw MZ was playing domination. There is a little bit of the high value target. You're going to score more when you're the HVT. You also get a little bit of body armor that I found went a very long way.
It does, while you're highlighted red in game, so everyone knows where you are. It's up to your teammates to protect you, unless you're one of GP's.
Oh, almost had
On
him.
the old Omni movement dive. Getting nothing but shots there. Another one of the SMGs, Chris, we're seeing here. So much fun here in Black Ops 6.
Methods, I know your gun's really good and you're putting up multi-kills, but
I remember I forgot what game it was. This is a first-person shooter coming out, and it looks good.
explosions to start the
And it's more Battlefield than Call of Duty, but I remember people was like, "Oh, this is this year I think this is gonna give Call of Duty a run for its money."
See how this RCXD
I'm like, bruh, no, it's not, because that shit gonna feel old.
so much gameplay, so much
That's what happens when you revolutionize the game mechanics. It's like you could come with something that's good, but if you as good as last year Call of Duty, it don't really matter. Because, well, this year we Omni now. We moving like madmen.
Favorite we have got tons of good news for you, folks. We have a special announcement to make today. There's a lot of special announcements, folks.
I really wonder what's going on with
Characters is returning for Black Ops 6 launch, Chris. I'm not gonna
you know, the contract for Nintendo, like how they gonna go about it. Because granted, I didn't want them to put out a Switch version because I was like, it ain't gonna look good, but it would have been hilarious to see. But yeah, I'm you know, I think it'll be a launch title, either this game or the next game, depending on where they launch the hardware. If it's in the first half of the year, this will be on. If it's in the latter half of the year, then yeah. Hi, baby. This guy. I know exactly who that is. I don't know his name, but I know who it is. It's that actor, man, who's always a villain in everything. Him. Yeah.
Folks, the replacer is back, the one and only Peter Stormare. I think every single Black Ops game without fail, he is here and he's back. His car's parked outside, Chris. You're going to be able to get him in games soon.
I hope he's doing some donuts. Let's take a look at what's going on with Kind of Funny Games. I saw him post on Instagram this morning.
Oh, Kind of Funny Games dude is here.
New title. How was the aim, though? Okay, one shot kill there coming through.
I don't watch Kind of Funny Games like that, but the few times I have watched it, he's always came off like a super cool, positive dude.
Central pyramid section. A lot of action in there. Obviously, you can see the objective as the B zone here in this game of domination. And that's a GG's. I was just getting warmed up talking about the map.
250 to 145, not even close.
See, he's talking his shit right there.
Let's take our screen over to another Snipey McSnipe. In fact, we've got
Donkey Kong Dynamite. I know the DK probably don't stand for that, but if it's DK, it's Donkey Kong Dynamite. Just like DKNY was Donkey Kong New York to me. I swear.
Absolutely flying, and this is the sort of thing you want to see.
There's certain letters you can't put together because it means something and you can't make it mean anything else.
This is one of the alternate HUDs we have here. You can see the bottom of the screen there. There's a mini-map, a slightly different style. This one's called Recon. It could be wrong.
Can we just highlight the fact that
He just slid down the stairs and bodied that dude, by the way.
That's a feed, baby. That's a big old
well
feed.
done, Dynamite. Clip it, somebody.
Everyone here at CodNet's running these incredible PCs. They're brought to you by Corsair. Everyone's setups are absolutely dripping.
Yo, I watched Xbox Era's Expedition 33 preview. You can check that. You should definitely check that out. But Xbox On also did one. And yeah, that game, like, you know, it's one of those games, like those games like that look so beautiful. And shout out to Crimson Desert. They showed that last week. But there's certain games. There's certain games that are so beautiful that a part of you always thinks like, this shit ain't never coming out, or yeah, it's gonna take years for us to see this game again. When I you know, came on YouTube today and just saw Expedition 33 there, this is literally like 30 minutes ago. I'm like, they really got hands on with this at Gamescom, and they letting this out the cat out the bag right now when Gamescom is over. That's wow. But anyway, watching it is like, yeah, that game is real, bro. They was playing it for real, you know, on high-end PCs and everything. I was just looking at it like, this game is really gonna drop next year. And like I said, since people like counting, you know, timed exclusives as exclusives, I said I count Game Pass games now straight up exclusives, since I ain't gotta pay, but you gotta pay for timed exclusives. So yeah, you know, exclusively in Game Pass. It's not exclusive though to Xbox. You know, to just in case I don't want to give false information. You know, with my combating the trolls, it's coming out on everything, but you know, it's gonna be in Game Pass, and this shit looks incredible. You know, Expedition 33. Crimson Desert also looks awesome, and supposedly is coming out next year. Next year is easily gonna be the greatest year in video game history, probably. I know. Let me not say probably, just almost certainly. Launch of new Nintendo console, 3D Mario, more than likely there. Prom 4, that already made it the best. Doom made it God tier. And then you throw in the Fables and all the other. Yeah. Next year is scary. It's scary for other developers who think they're gonna be able to launch games next year. Like, I'm gonna be real, if you got a game coming out next year, and I get it, your company probably gotta make money. But if you're in the console space, yeah, delay your shit. Get the fuck out of here. There ain't no space for you right now.
Ops 6.
And I mean that with all the love in the world. If you like, listen, I know there could be some random thing that could be a hit.
Hello, mate. How
Oh, you know he was into it. When you got the tongue out, when you're doing the joint, you know you was in the zone.
4 years been waiting for this bad boy.
He said
Been a
4
long time,
years.
and it's good to
He
be
said,
back
I've been
on
waiting for
Black
Black Ops
sure.
since Black
Now,
Ops.
how much time are you putting into COD these
I don't
days?
care what came in
I
between.
mean, I'm putting a lot of time because I don't know if you heard, but I'm recently unemployed, so got a little more time on my hands, so I'm enjoying this game to the fullest.
You certainly do, but look, all right, I don't know who let you go, but I'm glad they did for me because I need to recruit you today. I have
He looked at her like, what you mean for me?
I
I love that shit. That his face said so much, bro. He told the whole story. That shit had an epilogue and all that. If you know, you know.
We're going to get RG3 mic'd up, but until then, let's check out more Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Actually, Robert, do you want to take this throw?
Oh, I would love to.
Why she giving Mama Wayne vibes to me, yo? Made up.
In the building. Excited to hear much more from him on the team. But Chris, we've got plenty of time here with our creators still rocking and rolling.
Absolutely. Let's jump right back into game. The Korean Savage.
That's the name.
And it seems
So far, I do like the pace of the way they doing it. They did the intros, they show some trailers, but now they showing the game. They'll leave, they'll talk, and then come right back to it. I like that. Honestly, this should be the vibe of like after shows from Xbox showcases. Like, you know, they usually sit there and talk and then just repeat the same trailer over and over. I'm like, first, like, I get you got to do that with some games. Not every game could be playable, but when you got playable games, it should be like this. Like, you just talking and go back to the game, talk, go back to the game. And even when you just talking and y'all not focused on the game, you know, just cut to people playing. Like, just have streams, and it could be anything, playing whatever y'all have on the show floor. I just think it just makes it a cooler experience. Swishing.
Swish'em now with another totally different HUD. Again, square minimap up top. Everything's
He
different.
dived. He dived into that.
Difficult to sort of get a hold of. Once you play the game yourselves, once you get the beta starting tomorrow, you're going to be able to mess around with all of these.
I swear I thought that satellite was the end of the map, but you could go through it. That's cool. But yeah, you behind it right here.
Yourself into some great positions if you time it perfectly. Here's a fantastic screen to watch. He just won the Warzone tournament at Esports World Cup. Biffle is
He
a
has
monster,
Biffle.
but seems to be on the losing end of another lobby as we take our screen over to another Warzone goat, Naden.
Oh, here we go. Benny Central, who's actually right over here. He's on
from the UK.
He's on our right shoulder, Chris, here in the second Oculus, and checking out some of the emotes for these weapons. The blueprints are going crazy already. And speaking of emotes are back, much like to what we saw in Cold War, but just, you know, a whole lot more spazzy.
I like the old emotes and
Start fragging out.
like I don't even think Modern Warfare 3 had emotes. If they did, I ain't use them ever. But in Modern Warfare 2019, the original one, I loved like having the middle finger emoji and all that. You know, like they had cool little stuff like that. And honestly, more developers got to get comfortable because this got a whole third person mode. You know what I'm saying? So this is just smart advice to these developers. Pop your camera back, show your character model, and make him taunt. You know, do a whole dance and all that. Like, just because you're in first person don't mean you can't do Fortnite style emotes, because usually the emote is just the arms. You know, like, I'm like, you could pop the camera and do full emotes. And it's like, yeah, if you did it during the match and you get caught up because you stuck in the emote, hey, that's part of taking the gamble and, you know, posing. It's just like when you get a body in the game and you catch somebody get a body and then you see them and then they start teabagging and you kill them. It's like, yeah, you should have paid attention. You thought you were safe. You killed my man. Not kill you.
As soon as you get your hands on the game, assuming you've already pre-ordered or have Game Pass, that every gun in your hands right out of the gates is so comfortable. It feels so natural. And I instantly feel like I'm ready to drop a 2.0 KD.
2.0 KD. Well, folks, plenty more Black Ops 6.
My KD in Modern Warfare 3 got to be trash.
Folks in here as well. Don't go too far. More news after the
Watched him the time.
I haven't even looked at my stats in that game, but they got to be trash. Plus, I play a lot of hardcore now, so, you know. But back on Call of Duty 4, my KD was always over 2.0. Usually like 2.15 or some shit like that. I remember on Wii though, my KD used to be like, honestly, like 2.8. It used to be madness. I was a god with that Wii remote and nunchuck. Oh, that's going to be in Warzone.
In Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty.
Are those wireless though? Because I know, like Xbox, a lot of they third party. Because I guess they have like, I don't know, some rule, but supposedly they stopped that where they didn't allow third parties to use their wireless technology. But I think that changed now. And if those are wireless, that's cool. Because I want a controller with no stick drift like already. I don't want to wait till next generation. And those actually look straight up like a PlayStation controller, Xbox controller. So those to me will be actually worth the money. I hate the like third party controllers that look, you know, like nothing like the actual console where it's from.
Welcome back to the desk. We're now
actually I'm gonna look at those controls again and then I'll come back. Wait, did I skip it? Oh yeah, I skipped it.
Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/cod. Call of Duty next is
Am I bugging?
Of Nature with
It was after this they showed it, right?
Dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1.
All right, yeah, let me see these. Yeah, you got your capture button right there and all that. What's that one? Is that supposed to be like a Switch controller? Nah, A and B still looks the same. That looks like a PlayStation controller just in the Xbox style, actually. That's fire. You know, that's actually fire. Because I prefer that style.
And we can't ignore some of the awesome things that we've done in the past, but we know we have to push everything further. So it's just like, how can every little thing be a little bit better every day?
And Black Ops 6 is definitely that, but let's talk a little bit about map design. Brittany, what are some of the core philosophies?
It don't matter what they say about map design. You still gonna get people spawning right behind you. It happens every single time.
Design is in there. Globe trotting, getting a lot of unique locations, and really focused on small to medium-sized maps for that tight gameplay, and still offer room for meaningful decisions.
Cool. Yeah, great. We got a little commotion here in the studio, but moving on. So let's talk more about maps. We're gonna take a look at our launch maps here. Closer look at some of the goodness coming soon. Here we go. We got Subsonic.
Subsonic.
Brittany, take us through.
So this one, that was the Persian Gulf, and then this one's our red card map in a soccer stadium in Avalon, or Mediterranean.
Oh, you can see the soccer stadium outside the windows in that map. The vault.
This one's a really fun one.
I like the water. This is the one where the dude jumped out the water, straight dolphin with the double pistols in the trailer.
And we're coming up on beta maps here, so let's take a look closer.
That one's nice. I love snow maps.
So a ton of great maps to map.
It's good.
8 beta maps in total. Of course, we've got our 5 core 6v6 and our 3 strike maps. Brittany, let's talk a little bit more about strike maps.
Yeah, I mean,
we're going to see them in a little bit, of course, but
these are our extra small maps. Face-off, gunfight, super popular in Cold War.
The extra small maps.
Standard offering, and really lean into the designs for these. And there's a lot of fun, controlled chaos. There's no score streaks.
Yeah, so there's of course no score streaks on the face-off maps.
Yeah, we want to let you live a little bit and get around.
Strike maps are some of my favorite. I like to just turn.
This one is beautiful.
Forward and kill or be killed.
There was so much detail in that one map. I mean, they all got mad detail, but I really like that one.
Yeah, I mean, we're calling that the strat. Then let's go.
Stakeout. Look at the apartment. Imagine how the house is gonna look in Nuketown. Even though Nuketown is a fake, environment. It's obviously a Nuketown. So
how intelligent movement works for players.
yeah, it's probably still gonna have that fake look to it with the dolls and everything, but still, it's gonna look awesome. And they always do different, skin styles to
players
I say
to
skins
focus
because,
on
I mean,
what
that's what they
wanna
do. They
and
switch it
not
up.
How to do it. So intelligent movement at a very high level will reduce how many times you have to click your stick to sprint or
Right.
slide or do all that. So it'll be in your player settings. Check it out in the beta. It's broken up into 3 settings.
I'm definitely gonna try that.
Please check it out. It's going to make your game easier.
Yeah, further customization for how you want to traverse the world,
Yep.
which is super awesome. And like I said, Omni Movement, we've been talking about it all day. We're seeing it all day around us. You're going to feel it for yourself in the beta this week, hopefully. But it's designed for players of all skill levels. And,
Yo.
if you're a little unsure, the Treyarch team's got you covered.
Yeah, it's from the beginning we wanted to make sure everyone had those like awesome Black Ops moments, kind of that action hero, and some of this just allows it to be a little bit easier for different players, and also just really good players.
So
who find their
good.
Sweet spot of like I don't want to click to sprint, stuff like that. That's super helpful.
And if you still need help, we've got a training course in the beta on a new map, Protocol, which you'll get a sneak peek at. That's a launch map, but go check out the training course if you need to get your feet a little bit more wet.
Yeah, so check out the Omni Movement training course in beta.
Yep. Yeah.
Sneak peek at the map of Protocol. And speaking of beta, you can tune into the Call of Duty podcast this week and get some neat tips and tricks. But let's take a look at the beta schedule here.
Oh, this beta is gonna be long. I didn't know it went to September 9th. We are eating.
Of course, you'll of course need access to the beta. So pre-order Black Ops 6 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get early access to the Black Ops 6.
And Game Pass gets early access August 30th.
And don't forget to preload.
2 days.
Yeah, you
2
can
days.
preload now. So what are you
It's
doing
happening.
watching us? Go make sure you're preloading
I'm
while you're
preloaded.
jumping into the show. And you can also earn, neat rewards. Your XP
Yep.
will count towards.
Absolutely, we wanted to make sure anyone that's playing the beta, they feel like they're still progressing
Yeah.
in MW3 and those things. So it's just a huge
Come play.
level up.
Come have fun.
play.
Progress.
Come play. Let's do it. All right.
Wait, did he say you still gonna, when you play the beta, you still gonna progress in Modern Warfare 3? That'd be good. Help my battle pass situation.
Talk to us a little bit more about
I've been trying to get through that.
building out these characters.
And I barely played last week, and it was a double XP week. And even though it don't matter, I got mad double XP,
Campaign.
like
So
personal
on one
double
side,
XPs
you've
that
got
I could
your rogue
use.
Black Ops agents. You're hunted on the run. You don't have Uncle Sam backing you. And then on the other side, you've got Crimson One. They do have the military machine backing them, and they're trying to chase down those rogue Black Ops agents.
And it's been a huge push for us just on fidelity of all those. Like you see with the maps, they're the best looking maps we've ever done, but that didn't stop with maps characters as well. So how can we make sure that these are truly Black Ops characters, but just the fidelity that we're pushing on the view model, everything in third person, all the animation stuff. Shout out to all the graphics engineers back at home, but like huge push there.
Yeah, it's been awesome. So make sure you're watching the streams. We're going to get a look at some more operators in action today. But in the meantime, let's take a look at some of these badass Black Ops agents from the Vault Edition.
These are the
Adler
Vault
Adler.
Edition
This is
characters.
actually an Adler skin, which is pretty dope.
They are cool looking though,
Do you have a?
but I ain't bothering with the Vault Edition.
Yeah,
you
this is
sure
my
do.
favorite. This is Brutus from our fan favorite map, Mob of the Dead.
Yeah. We got to work some zombies in there,
Exactly.
right?
So much zombies.
It's Treyarch. It's a Black Ops game. We need our zombies. There's Klaus.
Yep.
Like I said, Klaus.
All right,
has been
Klaus
my
is
favorite
cool.
at Next so far. We've heard a lot of Klaus hype in chat.
It's like a Terminator, but they ripped off a lot of its skin. That's the thing. Thursday, I think.
We're going back to
Terminator comes out. The show, yo. I mean, the show, the anime.
Coming up next at the desk.
Anime
Now, let's
movie
check in
on
with the
Netflix.
masters On gameplay.
Definitely, that's the first thing I'm gonna watch, man. I can't wait for that. I've been waiting for that for years since they announced it.
New updates and content coming to Black Ops 6, but there is a lot, folks. So stay tuned. More of that at the desk. But for now, we just sort of been salivating in the back end, folks. Let's. We're joined by Ali Cat and we're joined by Nameless. Target and I have been having a little bit too much fun. We're not gonna make you guys run. No one's
not?
running.
Do you want to?
I'm down.
I don't want to.
All right, let's go.
We're
Already
going.
gone rogue.
We're running in a circle.
So Black
I'm
Ops
running
6.
maybe this will
Omni
end the
movement.
best we've ever had.
We're omni moving around the stage here. This bit's
I'd
not
break
going to
those
get
ankles.
old, folks. Maybe. Real quick, how are you feeling about the game?
I mean, it's incredible. I've been geeking backstage, talking to all the devs, and about the attention to detail and everything in this game has been unbelievable. And as we're going to jump into some gameplay,
You saw when he was next to that hole that you had to crouch. Like I wonder when you use that automatic crouching, jumping over stuff. Like the problem with that is like, well, I don't know if it's a problem yet, but I assume like there's probably gonna be times where what if I want to be next to this thing, but I don't want to crouch under it. You know what I mean? But it automatically does it. Like, it might mess with you like that.
ARs on top of ARs.
But I'm going to still try to see how it is, because it might be so seamless that it's like, yeah, I don't want to do no button presses to do these basic movements.
I can change my HUD. There's movement settings for assistance for, you know, the old people like Chris. If you need to be able to mantle and do things like that. So it's just a lot of customization, which one I love, but then also going through the maps. Dude, we got some good maps.
I know he jokes, and it's easier to joke about, like, oh yeah, old people, but the truth is, it's like, you can have young folks who just have like arthritis or whatever, or a hand injury. It could not even be a lifelong thing. It could just be for the moment. Oh yeah, you know, I'm hurt. And it's like, yeah, I wouldn't be able to play properly, but thanks to these new accessibility features, I can actually still play even though I got a damaged hand or whatever the case may be. With that, and that's why I always say it's good to have features and accessibility features. If people don't know, like, yo, you love video games, and let's say something, you know, God forbid something bad happens to you, you're gonna be happy as hell when you see, oh yeah, I can still play because there's an adaptive controller, and you know, PlayStation got one too now, right? And you're gonna be happy that you can still play your games and partake in this medium. Because strides were made, you know, throughout the years. That's why I never knock none of that stuff. I say they got it. Like, you, if you're a gamer, like, you should never belittle accessibility or features that will likely benefit you when your ass is old, or again, if you're injured or something like that. But asking, you know, folks to actually have, like, I don't know, like sight beyond their own shit usually is a recipe for disaster, because people only really see like 2 feet ahead of them and don't think about the future or the possibilities of different situations. Because how many times you see something announced and then you see the comments, who's this for? Who asked for this? Who wants it? It's like, if you asking that, it's probably not for you, but it's probably for somebody. Like, these developers, they put a lot of research and development money into figuring things out.
Was it the Jackal out of the gates? Were you running the PDW? What was
RCXD.
And then on top of that, I just try to make my class as aggressive as possible.
Oh, and Summit, yo, Summit, that map, the snow map. I told you I like snow maps. I remember the name of that one. Summit was an incredible map.
There's some attachments that specifically address like jump to fire time, sprint to fire, ADS while jumping, ADS while flying. Like, these things are huge.
You throw on gung ho with that, and you're just an absolute unit running around the map.
No recoil, maximum snappage. It's a lot of fun. Unrolled Hutch here, doing the best he can, man. You see in the HVT that huge icon on screen, kill, go get him. Everyone knows where he is. He has armor, and if you do get the kill, you get a lot of points.
Yeah, the big question mark on if you do get the kill. I've not seen many good drivers so far in this building when it comes to those scores, Chase, but that's unfortunately going to be
that's Halo.
We're going to move over on to FIFA Kill. This is one of our Warzone players, and I know he is praying not to load in against Shotzi right now because he has been looking to break that movement.
So there you go, folks. Tons to do here at Next. We've got all of our creators playing alongside. And yesterday, those streamers had the privilege to tour the National Spy Museum here in DC. So much going on. And what they found inside was not what they were expecting. Let's take a look.
Wow.
Getting married in DC is pretty epic. Kind of game I grew up with my brother playing. It's how I met all of my friends. It's how I met Chloe. I'm ready.
Brad and I met in a Call of Duty lobby on Crash. I didn't believe in soulmates until I met him.
That's so dope.
I have adored you since the first lobby we met. It was truly love at first sight.
I thought he was gonna say something like, I've adored you since the first time I bust at you. And they were like, oh, get your heads out of the gutter. I'm talking about Call of Duty. Like, oh. But that too. No, I'm just playing. Congrats to the COD couple, man. That's awesome.
Like Call of Duty? Couple just got married at COD Next. A match made in COD heaven.
Love at first snipe. See, they did it cleaner than me. I was like love at first boss. You know? It's crazy.
Yesterday, what an incredible ceremony. You're all about adding vibes to this whole thing. So you get married yesterday in a Call of Duty themed wedding.
That was yesterday? At that museum thing that she was talking about? That's crazy.
Easily getting married.
Great job. Amazing. You're getting brownie points for that one.
Bro, get him a hotel room or something. Nah, this is the perfect honeymoon, right? Because I mean, they started on Call of Duty night. They had the biggest Call of Duty event of the year. Then they could go to the honeymoon after this, and they're gonna be playing the beta over there. You know what I mean? Like straight up, multi-screening
Call
it.
of Duty is such a big part of our lives, and yeah, this is a dream.
It's always been a huge part of our lives, and just know
Legit, yo, that's so damn cool. I'm like legit happy for them.
It's literally a dream come true. It's amazing.
Oh, that is awesome. Such a beautiful story between the two of you. But I gotta ask, what's the honeymoon plans? Is this the honeymoon?
I'm glad he asked.
Definitely go home and play the beta as much as we can, and then we'll worry about the honeymoon after that.
Sounds like a true
He
game
kept
to me.
it 1,000, yo. He said, nah, this ain't the honeymoon. We're gonna go play the beta, and then after that, we're gonna discuss honeymoon plans.
That's going to do it from us over here. Back on
Honeymoon.
Honeymoon later. There's a beta to play first.
You laugh, but it's real. They met on Call of Duty. So for them, it's like, yeah, we gonna play that beta, and then we could do the honeymoon. That's literally the foreplay. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you saw that Omni movement, now my Omni move on it. Yeah, I gotta relax. Nah, that's awesome, man.
I love to see this. Putting down his microphone, putting away the guitar. He needs some game time in.
That's also insane to say. Kane Brown here in DC at Call of Duty next, playing Black Ops 6.
Yeah, right.
Let's see what Kane's got. I watched Kane get a nuke with Bobby Poff.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a duo right there.
That's a duo. I think Isaac was. Oh no, Huskers was in there as well.
Yeah.
Like it was a super solid squad. But Kane was bringing it, man. He was carrying stuff. He was getting kills. He was doing great.
He plays quite a bit of Call of Duty. So excited to see him out here. He's running the AR as well. He's got XM4 in his hands. That was my gun of choice yesterday as the ARs. Unbelievable. And he's running the variant.
My eyes were closed, Kane. I didn't see that.
We absolutely are close enough to. And the Cold War XM4 as well.
Yeah.
Like it's a similar feel. It's got a real nice.
Bro, he was surrounded. There was nothing he could do.
When you want to be that aggressive AR, it's just one of those guns that you just pull out, get aggressive. I love the XM4.
That stage is so cool. Because seeing it from the top like that is amazing. Because when you saw it and it came in and you saw all the people there, it looked like everybody was just lined up. It didn't even look like a sphere.
Show me the quick scopes because I was doing it yesterday.
But now, when I look at it, I see that it's a whole circle.
I'm not the biggest sniper.
But when we first started, when I was talking about, oh, the ring lights and all that, I'm like, I thought that was just people lined up. Yo, seeing people just flying, diving everywhere.
You know the phase guys when they get a sniper.
And that's one thing, the dummy animations, in Call of Duty for the last few years, they've been just best in the industry.
All the funny edits right now that are going to hit the timeline when this game drops, and Omni movement is just so fun. Regardless of your playstyle, regardless if you're a sniper main, regardless if you're a Warzone player, it is beneficial to literally everybody.
Do you go to your left or your right when
Yo,
you die?
FaZe is still around. I remember seeing FaZe, damn.
Which is funny because I write with my
Since
right
damn near the
hand.
beginning of Call of Duty, like, definitely Modern Warfare. Like the original, you was already seeing FaZe.
Danger. Danger. I'm flying out my
I'm
office
getting
chair.
turned on. I mean, you guys are screwed.
When you guys were all playing yesterday, did you manage to get a Hellstorm? Because it is the best feeling in the world in this game. It looks so good, so crisp. It's unbelievable. I can't wait to see one of our players get it and wreak havoc on the map.
I love that you had to say that. Just want to make sure everybody knew that you went on a streak versus us yesterday. Just a slight flex.
Well, like 6.5 kills.
If
we're going to see one, it's going to be shots.
Class is in session. Shotsy already.
I forget which Call of Duty was the one where they made it where if you got 2 assists that equaled 1 kill. I like that because I feel like there be some games where I'll get so many assists and I'm like, but no kill streaks. But in that one, I remember I would get kill streaks all the time because I'd be the assist king in regular, not in hardcore. If I hit, like, you're done, you know what I mean? But in regular, yeah, man, the assist was crazy.
So clean and that added dopamine as you're playing BO6.
We've been warned that there are some absolute legendary old school medals coming in the game, so keep an eye on those games, on these medals as they happen. Obviously, T-Dog's just there flexing like, I mean, look, I'm the best player in the world, right?
The admins are telling him to chill out.
He's like, did you see that kill versus Anna?
Put the guns away, bro. Put the guns away, bro. Over to Noah Sunday, who's finding pieces all over the place.
I love
Listen
it.
to that.
Doesn't even adjust the camera when he gets in. He's like, nah, just give me the controller. I'm good. Let's lock in.
One of my favorite things right now is seeing all the different guns and attachments right now that everybody's running, because there's no true meta currently.
Going
And I
crazy.
feel like some players have truly got this figured out.
Well, folks, we've got all sorts happening here, but let's tickle our ears with the listening presented.
They should stick to him. He on the streak right now.
Sure.
Jage. Oh yeah, they're 58. God damn.
He got blown out. 104 to 200.
Run it.
What? You lying? Yo, the double.
Oh, you gotta love it. Spawn camping at its finest. Lines up two with one bullet. Collats are a thing, we found out.
I mean, off the rip, we're just getting some crazy.
It looked like he almost got three, too.
I'm loving what I'm seeing. Once again,
what is this?
That thing looks straight out
Is
of
that an
zombies.
eyeball on the left side?
Yeah,
You
it's
get a knife that matches as well.
Is that? I think that's the weapon you get in the
Like, focus on pure knifing until
in the
just
Vault
now. Lunchtime
edition
got the
or the
business
$30 thing you could get on. Well, the Vault, the $30 version you can get on Game
you can
Pass.
have a pistol and a knife, which is amazing. As you just feel a little more
I know right now in Warzone they got the original, and I mean the original Doom
the competitive players as well.
gun where it could pop up, and if you get it, it's a one-hit, shotgun, the shotgun from Doom, and it literally looks like the shotgun from Doom, pixelated and all that. And I think that's so cool that they do stuff like they do a lot of cool stuff though in Call of Duty now.
And I was thinking
That's why when I see a lot of the discussions around Call of Duty, I'm like, it comes from people who don't play the game. And they be, oh, it's the same shit. I'm like, bro, Call of Duty does more changes than a lot of your favorite games. But you don't play it, so it's easy. It's the most popular thing in the damn world, so it's easy for it to be a punching bag.
Going on in this room. I mean, you're talking about ring lights galore, cameras galore, PCs, monitors. Everybody's on a dual monitor, dual PC setup. I've yet to see how loud it gets in here, though. I'm ready to see some people on their feet.
We've seen some trash talk. It's getting spicy.
Oh, it has to get spicy, folks. It's a Call of Duty game. You know what to expect.
I was watching Jay Smooth going up against Tim the Tapman, Swag, Legion was on the squad. Three of his teammates just straight up quit out. It was 18 to 186. I was like, they're trying to find an easier lobby. I understand it.
Fully streak. Okay.
Full streaks. Oh, before we've got a break coming. I wonder if we can see this Hellstorm.
You want to use it?
Salty.
She's
You
gotta
want to use
call
it?
him in,
The
right?
Hellstorm.
Is she around us?
I'm telling you, it is
Where's she at?
a beaut.
Salties, it's time.
You can't loop him in this game. Just call him in.
Wait, she got 3 kill streaks and not using them? So she just stunting on them. Use that shit.
I'm not against it.
All right.
Off the respawn.
Well, you could use it now. She said, nah, I'm good.
Oh, she's mouse and key.
Bad News Bears, fam.
Somebody tell her, yo, we watching your stream. Use them shits.
Ignoring it since minute 3. She's just this good on the map.
Well, she's just in the zone and didn't even know that she got them.
And she's
Nah, she knows. She has to know.
fluid. Oh,
There it
we
is.
go.
Somebody got it.
Look at how clean that looks. Map looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks way better than in Modern Warfare 3. Because you actually see them. Do you even see them in some Modern Warfare 3? I don't. I think you do. I think you just get the camera angle. Which is cool too, because like there's a drone on it.
Rolling though here in DC. We'll be right back with a whole lot more Black Ops 6.
Yo, we was begging her.
Pro on a big screen TV up to
We was
90
begging her to use those damn
the
kill streaks.
Official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD,
I'm on an Elgato right now.
CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next.
I saw that they got a new Elgato that actually properly like supports a VRR and HDR and all that. It might even do Dolby Vision. I'm not sure, but I was like, I ain't upgrading. I done got 3 capture cards in my lifetime. I originally started with a Roxio, then switched to a Elgato HD 60 Plus, and now I got the Elgato, the joint that you put straight in your PC, the 4K. I don't even know what it's called. I think it's Elgato 4K 60 Plus, but it's the internal one, which has worked way better than any of the external ones.
Welcome back, everyone, to the desk. Joining us now, we've got more from the Treyarch team, more amazing humans to talk about Black Ops 6. We got Pablo Ortiz, Matt Schrontz, and Lawrence Metten to dive into everything. Yet again, I used dive again.
Dive. Let's
you know
do
what?
It
It fits with Omni.
Whatever you want to do.
I was seeing a lot of people do diving over there. That was wild.
It works.
The amount of craziness that we were seeing from our players was absolutely incredible. This game is, I'm stoked.
Thanks to Nameless and Alley and Pocket, we've already got a meta
New weapons,
going.
updated gunsmith, global weapon build, new camo system.
We know the players can't wait to get their hands on the Black Ops 6 weapons in the beta. We've been seeing them in action. I've heard a little love for the Tonto, the XM4, the Jackal. We're gonna get into that a little bit, but what was your general approach to designing the weapons for this game?
Yeah, on a high level, we really wanted the gunplay to be super tight, really fluid with all the movement that we have going on as well, but still hitting that high fidelity, like best looking weapons that we've ever done.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth, though, man? They look fantastic.
Well, we did see some of the inspect animations too, and they are.
This map, man, like it's just so detailed.
They're looking and feeling great, and yeah, a lot a variety too.
It's like I know all the maps are detailed. It's just the details in this map just stand out, probably because it's so bright and colorful, and all the little
the mechanics,
just all the little stuff around, the details, the gold bars in the wall and everything.
Better than ever.
Before.
All the flags, scaffolding, you know what I'm saying? Like the curtains, all that. It's just a nice looking map.
Start getting a little more out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of prototypes, we have some weapons coming at launch in Black Ops 6 that are completely new to Call of Duty, all new to the franchise, never been in a game before. That's
an
so
AK with a drum?
Yeah, it's really awesome, and really just comes back to the weapons team having a blast exploring and capturing that 90s essence, which is pretty untapped for the franchise.
Yeah, we never
That's probably gonna be mine.
Guys, we're very well versed in the 90s.
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
See, these weapon taunts, you do have those in Modern Warfare 3, which I like a lot.
So at launch, you know,
Because imagine the work that goes into that. They got to do that for every single gun in the game.
ever in Call of Duty, which is awesome. And you're gonna get to play with a bunch of those in the beta as well.
Are they? So we will be able to mess around with those in the beta.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. I know people. I've seen a lot of Jackal PDWs.
But do you keep your stuff? That's the question. When the game comes out.
And yeah, that weapon's amazing if you love.
They probably said it, but I was too busy talking.
Again. Yeah. If you're a little patient like me, yeah. There you go.
So I want to see it in action later today too.
I want to get a pink Glock with a drum.
Exciting.
Yeah. No, absolutely awesome. But I mean, there's even more to talk about too, right? Because you guys are also approaching things differently with attachments as well. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. No. This is really excited about where we landed with attachments this time around. Kind of two core pillars, right? The first was attachments should.
That looks super classic, the gunsmith. That looks like an updated version of the old Black Ops Modern Warfare to me and all that. But these visual things are super cool.
So that they, feel like they can experiment in gunsmith and make their own builds without having to go online and look something up.
Yeah, you're kind of you want to empower people to have the confidence.
But it sucks. Like they never remade.
What they're doing.
Damn, what's the name? It was just in my head, the name of the map.
Hopefully see a lot of...
It's literally one of my favorite Call of Duty maps of all time, and they never remake it.
What else should we know about...
For Modern Warfare. Damn, it was just in my head, the name of it.
With all this stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean...
It'll come back to me.
Players are going to notice that there's way fewer cons across the board, and attachments are more focused on providing one or two big chunky improvements.
Got it.
And there's also...
It wasn't called... Was it called? Grounded? Nah, it was the jungle one with the...
So that you quickly are getting into these situations where you're like, okay, I want to make my weapon ADS
What the hell was it? I don't even remember right now, but anyway.
I put on the quick draw. It's that simple.
Love that. Yeah.
And we're going to get deep into weapon progression with Lawrence here in a little bit, but talk to us about what things are shared.
They really made this look nice, though.
Attachment system.
Yeah, so...
Like, compared to the current game, it blows it out, the gunsmith.
You're going to go through your normal weapon leveling journey and unlock everything for just that weapon.
And if you're into all that weapon porn, yeah, this right here.
That's huge.
It's gonna satisfy some folks.
Like a red dot or something like that, and you're going to immediately be able to put that on your AK.
Ooh, I saw the damn grenade launcher there.
May have never touched it before. It might be rank 1, and you can already put a red dot on there.
Yeah, it gives you that advantage to be able to get in there early with the weapon.
I can tell who here is not an iron sight stand.
Not it. Yeah, not it.
That's me.
No, I love iron sights. I love iron sights, but having that ability to be able to go across is absolutely fantastic.
Give me some good, clean glass. That's all I need.
Yeah, well, now we got it.
So
no
you
matter
said
what, as long as it's
by
on
level 1 you got a red dot sight. I mean,
Matt, actually,
cool.
time to kill is something that players are always
TTK.
with a new title, TTK, time to kill. How did you guys approach that for Black Ops 6?
It is a critically important part of the game. So I'll go through some quick hits.
And you'll never get it right because if
lower TTK,
when you switch to the TTK, you're gonna make somebody happy and you're gonna make somebody mad. Somebody gonna say, "Oh, it takes too long," or "They die too quick," and it's never gonna be a middle ground. I say they should just do a regular, then have like core and then hardcore. And hardcore is instant. Core is a lot quicker, and regular, I guess, is, you got a chance to get tap, and still survive.
Treyarch for more on that. We'll be looking for it throughout the beta.
I'm definitely very interested.
And then in hardcore, there's no, I'm gonna wait, and then my health is gonna go up. Which currently, that's the way it is. You don't health regenerate. I would say the core one, you regenerate slower than you would in the normal. You know what I mean? And maybe that could balance it out, but then you separate in the community probably too much. Because now you separated it in 3 segments. Regular, core, and hardcore. That would be weird.
Now, Lawrence, my fellow camo enthusiasts out there are many of us. I hear you have some really exciting things for us in terms of challenges this game.
Yeah, so there's a lot you're going to be able to do with weapons.
Reticule customizations are back. I used to love those.
That's back to Call of Duty this year.
I'm so happy those are back. I like that kind of customization. The reticule was cool because you actually look at your reticule all the time. And I don't hate the skins on the weapon. I just don't, go Google Gaga, go over them and be paying to get weapon skins. I don't be with it like that. But I like unlocking the ones you got in there. See, that's beautiful. That's kind of like the one I'm rocking right now in Modern Warfare 3, kind of. It just doesn't have the actual movement. It's a static version of that, basically.
Okay, yeah. If that's just only a taste and a boosh.
You got master camos for every mode.
I'm gonna call out. Lawrence said it. The team killed it on the master camos. I see the conversation come up of which was the best gold camo. I see Black Ops 1 come up a lot. I don't necessarily disagree. I think we've topped it. I think we've topped
bold.
It. Yep.
Bold move, bold move.
Let us know.
Hey,
let us know.
There are a lot of cool stuff here, without a doubt here, and these things are looking absolutely incredible, but also something is looking equally as incredible are Vault Edition weapons, which I am very, very excited about. Look at these things. They look so cool.
And running these on the streams today. Like, we've seen these in action.
That looks like some Ghostbuster Proton Pack looking weapon.
The Hunters versus Hunted Operator Pack.
The green.
The Gobble Gum Pack and
the knife with the eye in it. Oh, it's trying to stab him.
The Vault Edition, you will get the chance to use these operators and these weapons. And look at these. I mean, this is absolutely
okay. That's cool.
You're going to get to use them in the beta. So that's freaking awesome.
Wait, do you get to use them in the beta without the Vault, or if you have the Vault, you get to use them? Because if you get to use them before, that might actually sell some people on getting it. Oh, I like that character. Let me get it now. So when the game comes out, I'm good to go.
It's awesome. Now, of course, there is one thing in particular that I have been excited to ask today, and this is the return of Classic Prestige. We saw the announcement. People were popping off about it. Lawrence, what can you tell us about,
I don't know why they changed Prestige. Like,
what we should be expecting, because I hear Classic.
When I was seeing on Modern Warfare, it was like, oh, you prestige. I'm like, so I lost everything? I'm like, no, you just prestige. You just keep going. I'm like, that's not prestige. That's just, I'm just ranking up. Just make the numbers go up. What's the point of claiming prestige? Prestige was a choice that you made. Oh, yeah, to get this little emblem next to my name, I'm going to restart everything. And it's like, oh, my God. But you would do it. I remember Modern Warfare. I prestiged on Xbox all the way. I prestiged on Wii all the way, and I prestiged on PS3 all the way. That's how much I played Modern Warfare. I would say that's still probably my most played. Well, unless you count Warzone now. Warzone been going for years, so that's my most played Call of Duty. But yeah, Modern Warfare 3 was the most.
Prestige 1 icon.
So I remember
Wow,
having
a zombie.
in our office. I think maybe
I'm definitely on Prestige though in this.
talking about bringing this back, and it's like, well, if we're gonna make the best Black Ops game ever, then you kind of got to do it. And we said it's got to.
That's what I was talking about. Your little symbols like that makes you want to go around when you be seeing people who Prestige 4 or 5 times. You're like, you know what? Let me do this.
I'm gonna try to max Prestige. I'm gonna try to get Dark Matter. I'm gonna try to do all the things.
I want to see Cable's Omega 1 as a weapon. Damn. That'd be cool, though. That's what Southern Devil said in the chat. Shout out to you for the first comment an hour into the stream.
Pretty great rewards.
Actually, that's the other thing, too, right?
That would be cool. But then if you do Cables, you might as well put Cable in the game, too, not just his weapon. And if you put Cable in, it feels like you got to kind of put Bishop in, right? You just got to. So then you got to put his weapon in. If they did an X-Men thing, oh man, I would cook with that. Because instead of having a knife, you'll get the Wolverine claws. You know, if you got the X-Men, the whatever it is. You know, like the the epic kills that you could do when you grab an enemy. Imagine having like the character. Cyclops into dust, like just beamed you. Like that would be cool. Storm, literally like just a lightning strike right down onto you. There's cool things they could do.
Nostalgia. It's going to take you on a trip through the past Black Ops games. We're super excited.
I cannot wait to see what the Black Ops 1 one is. Oh, I'm so excited.
I mean, I think people are going to love these so much.
Yeah.
But Lawrence, what happens to your weapons when you're relocking? Just because this is a new system, we want to take people through what they should expect in terms of what happens to our stuff.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be classic Prestige if it wasn't a little dangerous.
You're gonna lose stuff. You have to. That's the good way to do it.
But you're not going to lose weapon progression. You're not going to lose your global weapon builds. You're not going to lose challenge progress. When you re-unlock a weapon, you'll have all the builds you created for that weapon available.
But you still got to re-unlock it. That's cool.
And it was important to us, to Matt's point earlier.
They really can't take it off because you got to understand the stuff that you, the kind of like the things that you do in Warzone with your weapons carries over to all the games. Like I haven't had to change my stats since Warzone came out. Like when I get a new Call of Duty game, it already knows my sensitivity and stuff. Deadpool running through that shit, that would be awesome. Deadpool is an easy, like, that should be one of the first deals that they make for the first, like, known IP characters.
In the game,
Deadpool, who else? They already did like Dune. Well, there's another Dune movie coming out. I could do Dune again, but I would say do Deadpool. It'd be cool if they did Ethan Hunt, Mission Impossible, put him in the game. Like actually Tom Cruise model, like that would be cool for next year's movie or whatever. If there is one next year, maybe the year after that, but whatever.
Hidden criteria challenges that we're excited to see.
But for like the near future, yeah, I would say
they maybe take a while to discover. We will not be giving hints.
Deadpool is one of the coolest picks. Maybe Punisher, since you got Daredevil Born Again coming out next year, like the actual John Bertha Punisher.
About a little bit while they were casting some gameplay, but it seems like medals are back, and
I'm just saying that because that's an easy way to get Shane in the game and the Marvel character 2-in-1. You know what I mean?
150 medals in multiplayer, lots of returning fan favorites.
A lot of nuts.
And a lot of new ones too that we're excited for players to discover.
You can see them popping up on screen.
Yeah, we've been seeing, we got some turned on action earlier.
Love it turned on.
Yeah, that's Pablo's favorite.
Get tagged in the back and just have the perfect.
This stream had a whole wedding in it and all that.
Because it's fun to say and see doink. But yeah,
I like how you say, I like doink.
I do. I mean, it popped up and they were telling me some of the ones that were coming out. I was like,
kill an enemy with an impact from a tactical grenade.
That was Stephanie's.
It's a little different than stuff.
It was Stephanie's favorite before she knew what it was.
Sure.
She just heard doink. She was like, I'm in.
We love equipment here, okay?
My personal faves are, we have a 1v1, 1v2, 1v3, and 1v everyone medals.
Oh, nice.
I get those all the time.
And search and destroy, right?
Yeah.
S&D going to this. Oh, yeah, all the time. Picking up those 1v3 medals. This guy's unbelievable. All right, folks. Well, before we wrap up things here at the desk, though, Stephanie, I think there is one more thing that our friends at Treyarch wanted to talk about, because I see it here on the little graphic that we got.
You are so right, Alex. And one more thing. I'm coming to you, Lawrence. So Treyarch has obviously worked on every ranked mode the last few years. We simply need to know when ranked multiplayer is coming to Black Ops 6. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so I mean,
Ranked just be like, yo, day ones.
Ranked play is in the DNA at Treyarch, and in a lot of ways, we've been building towards Black Ops 6.
Even though I don't really play ranked.
Play experience, and we're delivering it earlier than it's ever launched in a Call of Duty game, early in Season 1.
Season 1.
All right.
Ranked MP coming.
My friends are watching. They're massive sweats. They're very happy about that. You know.
A lot of people, a lot of cheering in the room. I think when we talked about this to some of the creators in the building. But thank you so much, Treyarch team, Pablo, Matt, Lawrence.
Thank you.
It's been awesome to have you here today. Thank you for sharing.
It's funny how Treyarch went from, for a lot of people now in the Call of Duty world, you know, the fans, now they look at them like the main studio. I still look at Infinity Ward as the main studio, but they look at Treyarch as the main studio ever since a lot of people, you know, left from Infinity Ward and went and started making Titanfall and Jetafall and all that stuff. Like,
our news on Black Ops 6 multiplayer,
but still,
because we have plenty more live gameplay that's going to be coming your way, courtesy of our excellent commentators. We got Miles.
like, I'm like, I don't really care, because, like, to pick, oh, who's the main? At the end of the day, they all kind of work, you know, together to try to make, like, each game better than the next one tries to take what's the cool stuff from that and then apply it to theirs. So it's cool. And plus now they got the 3-year development cycle, so when people be like, oh yeah, every year, I mean, yeah, they drop every year, but they aren't developed in a year anymore.
So we're going into face-off, folks.
Fast and furious is how I describe this game mode. And I was talking with Aiden. He's saying, I think I found the God Gun. I think Hazardous might have as well.
The Tanto 22. It's got like a similar feel. Do you remember the Milano? That like.
Oh, his stream is choppy.
Of the MSMC.
Oh,
one of the all-time favorites.
You can hear your time, Allie, but it was glorious.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little 10 years younger than the rest of you. But Hazardous isn't, and he was at that high ground for a hot minute there. Will finally get shut down, but Shotzi is still rocking this sniper rifle. I mean, players cannot get this guy down.
I don't know how people do it, man. These games are so fast, and they be playing with snipers. God bless them. But a lot of them be on keyboard and mouse too doing it. But I used to play with the I used to play with Sniper and Call of Duty 2 exclusively.
Visceral execution action.
Part robot, part zombie human.
All Black Ops 6.
Incredible stuff. Don't look at us like that, Alley Cat. All right, Shotzi's put away the sniper rifle for a moment, and this is what I've been waiting for. Can he fry?
He got executed. He wasn't taking any more of that. He said, screw the clip. I need to go for some kills. But he's still getting taken down. Aerith is one of our COD mobile creators. And seeing her pop off here in this situation versus one of our professionals.
Oh, wow. That's a mobile player playing on console. I mean, she probably plays on console too, but from the sound of it, it's like she's mainly a mobile streamer of Call of Duty.
That's what he needed. He heard him.
He looked destroyed. He got the best.
He's on his feet. That might be a different lobby, but yeah.
Clearly doesn't play the objective. Shout out to the 520 compared to your teammates' 1,400.
46
Got 5, bro.
And was that 5 deaths? 46 and 5? Oh.
Get a confirm over here.
Ridiculous.
And this was called the Scourge, and this thing is absolutely insane. It looks so good, and it has a high mag.
ADS is crazy.
Yeah, this is a Jackal blue.
And I love the weird guns and stuff like that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I want my Call of Duty to not have none of these crazy things. This is the damage Fortnite did to the world. It's like fun, cool stuff.
What are you guys taking with you?
Not being just generic and boring. Like, it's there for you if you want to pick your realistic looking gun, and that's it.
All my attachments, but which one?
I don't know if it works on that.
I'm taking the Jackal.
The Jack?
I'm taking the Jackal with me.
I'm taking the spooky fish knife.
Aims.
I'm gonna just keep my Marine.
I'm taking the aims with me. That thing, we're watching Kenny use it a moment ago. Very, very impressive.
I just want to see zombie stuff, and after that,
And now I'm looking
I'm
out
pretty
for the
much
medals.
gonna
You see
dip
the
out.
double kill pops up. I think it's just so much satisfaction as you're playing and popping 2 pieces and 3 pieces. It looks so sick.
We heard Lawrence talk about this.
146.
1v3, 1v everyone medal. I mean,
All these games are straight blowouts.
You know, for like players having a good game, or even in tournaments, all sorts of exciting plays here. Can't
Well, that's because I think it's so many good players. So when you put you know, 6 good players on one team,
On the other side of this, though, you have Aiden. You have Sage.
it's a wrap.
Good news is he's got Jay Smooth on his team here, Alley Cat, but I feel like this might be a stacked lobby.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good news because Aiden has got a 3-piece on the enemy side of things. I mean, this is a kill feed lighting up not in their favor, but can we just talk about, I think everybody's got tactical sprint on, and I'm going to start yelling at people.
And what I love about this is they're on a strike map, so it's so close. So every time you spawn, you're just going to be getting into engagements and having to use...
That's what I was gonna say. This map is mad small. This is basically like a shipment. But I actually like it because it's bigger a bit, but everybody's right there. Like, you're in this one box with this circle in the middle.
You know, a piece of a large amount that's been trimmed down. It's an
It's cool.
entirely new play space, but it's still using a similar art design or a similar palette from an existing multiplayer map, or at least I've been told.
And this one's Gala, so you can see small themed area just looks awesome. And up top, this is the position it looks like you're going to want to hold. This FIFA kill is absolutely slaying.
I mean,
Can't see it, but his hair is bright
you need a partner on one side though.
He's right in front of us, and I'm seeing the sun shining down on him in these shots as he's going to find 2. Has the high ground, will find a 3rd as well.
How you don't got a kill streak
Much
yet?
of an AR player, but his movement is looking cracked.
Marley 13. Having a very good time here at Cosmex. Now, an entirely different experience there, though, Chris. I mean, not necessarily being pinned down in spawn and absolutely beaten alive, but all right, Lila, massive shots.
I walked behind her earlier, and she dropped the quad feed. She's like, how about that one, chat? Everyone is just feeling this game bright and early, and she is not afraid to take on anyone in the lobby.
So Chris walks behind people that quad feeds. I walk behind Tim the Tapman, and he rage quits his first lobby.
It looks like this is a good spot too.
I'm just going to stay on the stage.
Yeah, come with me. I bring the PMA.
And as we jump to Lola, she has the XF4 out with the red dot on. You heard them talking about it, and be able to change your reticle and customize
excited.
it. That is something we had way back in Black Ops 1. It was one of the best feelings ever. So many features from previous Black Ops games were fine, re-added with that nostalgic feel, but also new. It's been so
Wait, you telling me that hasn't been in Call of Duty since Black Ops 1, the reticule? Nah, I think it was in Ghost.
Anything you've already unlocked in that prestige,
Or Black Ops 2, at least. It wasn't one of those.
maybe a nice red dot, it could go on the brand new weapon immediately.
All right, quick question for you guys. They mentioned that there's going to be different themes for the prestiges. We heard about World at War. Will we see a Black Ops 2 one? And is there a chance that I can unlock the FAL and the Cap 40s once again?
Imagine some of the best weapons ever, but we got a bunch of new weapons in this game as well. I'm excited to just get my hands on it, try it out.
Can we
got
see
the
this from
beta coming up.
Salties?
Some first timers
Look at
here
all the
in the Call
medals.
of Duty world.
I like that they do the
Everyone else
best
is
play.
before. When I play against Chris, I'll be getting a couple.
Impossible! I have eyes on my back, and now I can dive backwards.
Did you see that slide?
The best play outline thing right there kind of looks like the damn thumbnail to my
Coming
podcast.
through as our creators are finishing their first round of strike. Everyone seems to be enjoying the fun. Alley Cat, what'd you see in that one?
I just saw some incredible movement, and honestly, when I was listening to you guys talk about, getting your medals and all the weapons that are new.
Wait,
also
did he
the
just switch
quality of
hands?
updates
Or that's just the
all
animation when you
classes
start with that
will
weapon?
move around, whether it's Warzone, whether
Let me
it's
see.
MP, whether it's a private match, rank play,
Wait,
don't have
he is switching
going in
hands.
and remaking your classes. And I
When
think
you
that
run,
is so
that's what it
fun.
is. That's what it looked
Attention
like.
to the small details that Treyarch does really, really well.
It's a cool detail.
Watching all the screens, the finer details, the different HUDs that we've seen.
Yeah.
I'm liking, people changing it up and making it easier on themselves. We were talking about yesterday, if you're right-eye dominant, we were moving our mini-map up to the top right. And we're like, this is how it should be.
It feels right. I mean, that's a very, very easy change. It's just called inverted. There's a lot of presets. We saw 2 that were locked for now, but there's a streamer, and there's, I think, one that you can fully customize. Could be wrong there, but
We're getting into the weeds now.
Lots of different options for those HUD presets. We're getting a little teaser of some of them here. Again, it's just a new dawn, baby. It's a new day, and it's a long, fantastic year of Black Ops 6 ahead of us.
Now, Miles, you're a full-time employee, and I'm a contractor, so I can ask this question. Can we talk about theater mode yet?
I think
Do I have to wait till later in the show?
I think we can. I'm not seeing any hits. Not in aggressive mode.
Nobody's coming to arrest us right
There's
now.
no red dot on my chest.
So they have theater mode. I used to use theater mode all the time.
Can you imagine the quips that
You
are
just
gonna
said all the
come out of
time.
this game?
When I'm hitting them jumps and flips and dives, it's going to be a fantastic time, and you get to watch it in all sorts of angles, folks. While we're going to leave our creators for a moment, folks, we do have a bit of an update from Lottie, who's roaming the halls of Call of Duty next with some special guests.
I certainly am indeed. Some very tall special guests. I am joined right now by Keyshawn, Tristan, and Bub from the Washington Wizards. You guys may recognize them. Right, if I can reach here, but Keyshawn, first of all, Call of Duty Next. This setting, I think, is insane. What do you make of this setup with all our creators?
I didn't know what to expect walking in here, and just walking in here, seeing the environment, the vibe, and just how good it looks, it's amazing to me.
It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's very vibey for sure. Tristan, have you managed to get your hands on the game yet? Have you played?
Yeah, I played. It's a great game. It's like a new what's the name? New maps, a new setup, and it's very nice. A little different, a little change, and you know, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'll see how much I'll get on the game.
All right, we'll see how much you're grinding for sure.
I'll
and
grind
Bub,
for sure.
what type of player are you, Bub? Are you multiplayer, zombies? What do you dabble in? Multiplayer?
100%. Don't touch Warzone. I play zombies sometimes.
Oh, he said he don't even touch Warzone.
So I just play Warzone so you can keep coming back to life.
Damn, I was really hoping you'd start being like, I'm going to smoke kids. I'm talking a big game, but that's fair. You got time to grind. Absolutely not. And obviously, we're seeing some of the incredible creators try this out. Are you guys fans of anyone's streams at all?
We've seen a couple of AMP members in here, so it's pretty cool.
Amazing. I love to hear that. And lastly, Tristan, how are you guys feeling about maybe squadding up together at some point when the game releases?
Us three? Oh, we should play for sure. We should start streaming. I think, you know, this has given a good jump start for us. Maybe we get into streaming, so that'll be nice.
Hey, you heard it here first. A Wizards team might be actually emerging out of Call of Duty Next. Gents, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day. Castus,
Thank you
it's
for
back
having
to
us.
you.
Thank you so much, Lottie. We've got some of the biggest names in Washington all here to check out Black Ops 6. I wanted to ask you, though, while we're watching more gameplay, who is the greatest celebrity or athlete that you have played with or against or just watched in Call of Duty?
Oh, man, you're talking about skill at Call of Duty, huh? I would say I played with a decent amount of athletes.
I remember Ice-T used to play Gears of War all the time.
MVS is one of the best Warzone players that I've played with. I think he's great. And then Max Holloway, a fighter, unbelievable player as well.
He was really good. I won a gunfight tournament with Michael B. Jordan, with the greatest teammate. And I went into that, I'm not going to lie, I went into that fully thinking I was going to have to carry him. He wasn't going to know anything. He came in hot as hell, knew everything, had his own call-outs. Yeah. He asked me a couple of questions, and I was like, we're absolutely going to smoke this. There's no way we lose. And
Why were you not? You playing with goddamn Killmonger for crying out loud? And Michael B. Jordan young. Why would you think he wouldn't know about video games and shit like that? It's weirder now. If you're a person, you know, in your 30s, pushing 40, whatever the case may be. I think, you know, pushing 40 right about now. Yeah, I think even that, like, you have some kind of experience with video games, or it's weird if you don't.
It looked good to me.
Go forward, then backwards.
Because video game ain't some secreted closet. Oh, in my mom's basement. Nah, it ain't that. Like, video games, you know, the shit is a medium that makes more money than damn Hollywood. So,
another Warzone warrior.
but yet, you know, the video game industry will still be chasing Hollywood.
Coming to the scene from a content creator side, and now competitor in Warzone. He's been unreal, so I'm excited to see what he can display here.
His aims is not missing, Ali.
No, he's not missing. But kind of piggybacking off of Omni Movement, it looks like a lot. Like, it looks very daunting, but I promise you.
You said, oh, you meant the basketball players? You said they need to talk to 2K for making them look like trash in 2K.
It really isn't. It's super fun. It's super natural.
That's why they here. They're like, yo, we trying to get put in Call of Duty,
They're having fun.
where the character models are literally 10 out of 10.
With the Omni Movement, it is so good.
Oh yeah, at this point in time, I think our creators have had maybe like 2 or 3 hours of total gameplay time. So I mean, they've picked it up real fast. It's going to feel difficult for them to go back to, you know,
How long are they going to take to get the zombies?
W3 or go back to previous games. You know, we always love to do throwback tournaments and throwback gameplay in the sort of mid-off season. It's going to be hard after Omni Movement.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's going to change the way that you
approach basically.
Yeah, man. I didn't even think of that. We're gonna play Omni Movement to the 6th, and then you go back to, oh, let me get a match real quick in Modern Warfare 3. You're gonna be, oh, this old shit.
They've catered the maps towards the movement as well, so everything is smooth when you're running around.
Some games that you'll play in the FPS genre, it feels like you're ice
Oh,
skating
meat
around the
shield.
map. Absolutely not in this. Now, what's happening here, Miles?
Oh, this is, I mean, we're taking a hostage, and we're holding on to this player as a meat shield.
Wow. Wait, that hipfire was insanely accurate.
So again, this is a new feature in the game. You're able to take these players hostage from behind. It's sort of an alternate to an execution. This is going to go huge in Search and Destroy, in Warzone. You can take a hold of players. They will.
But I wish he explained how it works versus the execution. Is it the same button? Is it the hold of the button, or just the press of the button? Is it a completely different button?
Wheeler's coming out of nowhere.
Climbing the sniper.
Would you call that a meat shield?
It's a meat. I'm calling them a meat shield. That's not the. I don't think that's the official name.
Yes, it is. That is the official name of that. Grabbing somebody and using that is meat shield, bruh. Since Gears of War, and that don't change. Meat shield. Like I said it, then he said it. That's literally universal. Everybody calls it that.
Legion.
Oh, he power punched it too.
Oh yeah, Legion, do it. Find somebody and blow them up.
Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah, baby.
And meat shield them. He did it, blew him up, but they took him.
Well, Legion turns into someone's personal meat shield as the game comes to a close. And a draw. We don't see many of those either.
Yeah.
Another meat shield.
This is so sick. He's screaming for help. Please, somebody save me. It doesn't last forever. You will be taken care of there. And Zogro. Look,
But you got to use your sidearm.
So you just have to be aware. You can't get taken as the meat shield.
It's going to be all snipers, right? All the snipers who have been camping, you finally climb up next to them. They don't get to use tac insertion. Nah, they coming with me.
And you know what? When you have that prox chat out, I'm talking to you the whole time.
Oh, the whole time. Whispering.
In your ear, literally in your ear.
Okay? Hey, buddy, what you doing up here?
Do you mind if I just borrow your body for a second?
Just for a minute.
Just take some bullets for me.
All right, Zog, what do you got for me? I'm ready for some Blaine train.
Not much. Not much.
It's coming though. You know, it takes a moment to get used to the aim.
Yo, it's fast though when they playing with the keyboard and mouse. But even then, I still never turn
I
off,
think I just helped him there.
you know, a crossplay. I like playing with everybody. I want to play with all gamers, you know, PlayStation, PC, eventually in the future Switch and all that. Like, well, whatever the next Nintendo console is, it's probably gonna still have Switch in the title. Well, let me not even pretend to know what the hell Nintendo gonna. They you know, they always do something crazy. So, but yeah, you know, whenever it comes out on Nintendo, like, yeah, I like playing with the whole community.
Checking him out later today throughout the show.
We'll be checking out a whole lot later on today in the show. But
And I'm not so much like worried about, oh my God, winning. Like, I'll just be playing for fun.
Multiplayer today, brought to you by our friends at TCL.
I would be doing that too. I should get a drink while this is playing.
And that does it for Black Ops 6 multiplayer. We're heading out to a very quick break, but when we come back, we'll be back over at the desk with more of our Treyarch developers for an exclusive.
Will it be zombies?
At Black Ops 6 Zombies.
Okay.
Folks, stay tuned.
Good.
The show for live Warzone gameplay on the new Resurgence map and updates.
By the way, her jacket, I don't know if that's like a Call of Duty jacket or something like that, but it is fire. Very fire. Look like some shit Tom Cruise was wearing Top Gun.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of
Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators, get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB.
And I'm gonna just say something real quick because they showed the controllers again. Y'all noticed that there's a PlayStation Xbox-like controller, but not a Xbox PlayStation-like controller, right? Now, this probably is. I don't know. But they don't show it there. You want to know why? Because the reality is there's a lot of people on PlayStation who prefer the Xbox layout, too. It's just more comfortable to me. I just feel like the human hands sit like that versus the two thumbs clashing together like thumb wrestling. But that's just me.
You guys know that the 5th annual Call of Duty.
And I think the only people who are gonna argue otherwise is the only people who play PlayStation exclusively. Because anybody who plays on Nintendo with a Pro controller or even Joy-Cons, or play on, you know, Xbox obviously, and then PC guys use Xbox controllers too. So yeah, most people prefer that controller.
Stode, Symphony, Teep, Westy, Zlana, country music star Kane Brown, and more. Tune in to see who will dominate Urzikstan, be crowned the second Monster MVP, and for the first time ever, claim victory in the Code Bowl 5 Solo YOLO. You won't want to miss the chance to celebrate 5
Solo YOLO.
Code Bowl, 15 years of endowment impact for veterans, and learn more about the upcoming endowment pack in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Stay tuned after next to see who will take home the coveted Code Bowl 5 trophy, live from Washington, D.C. Now, I'll tell you what, folks, the energy in this building is unbelievable, and we've only just really begun. If you are just tuning in live, welcome to Washington, D.C. Welcome to Call of Duty Next. We've had so much incredible news so far, but it's not over yet because we're going to head on down now to the developers at Treyarch to give you guys an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. So, GB, you know what to do. It's over to you.
Thank you so much for that, Lonnie. And yes, the Cold Bowl is incredible. Make sure you guys stick around for that. And a great time.
Okay, so to get the stuff, you got to go on Twitter
But here we go, folks. We're
and basically just put your Call of Duty ID in there and online. Zombie time.
And you guys may have seen this online. Round-based Zombies is back, and honestly, I'm stoked. It could be better than ever. I think it is going to be better than ever.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, that's right. So now we will have 2 maps at launch, and one of which we're going to be debuting here live at Call of Duty Next. So, folks, welcome to Liberty Falls.
Wait, is this going to be part of the beta?
There's a place just around the bend.
This was the trailer they put out the other day, right? No, it ain't. It's showing the maps.
Fastest growing town in America, and it's plain to see why. It's a place of simple tastes.
Yeah, man.
Let's help one another. Where church ain't just for Sundays. So if you're passing this way, be sure to stop on by. We're dying to welcome you.
They're dying to welcome you.
Pre-order digitally and instantly unlock the Reflect 115 Camo Pack in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone.
Let's kick things off with a good old-fashioned hell yes. Round-based Zombies is back. We are welcoming to the desk the Treyarch Zombies team. We've got Kevin Drew, Steve Bianchi, and Anthony Saunders. Guys, that Liberty Falls trailer, as Alex said, it's going to leave a mark.
It's intense. It's incredible, right? Yeah.
Small town.
It was peaceful. It's a little more dangerous now.
Yeah, it looked like it would have been a good time out with the family. Now, not so much. You know,
we've been riding the Zombies hype train since reveal, and you know, I feel like I just hit a new level there. But there are 2 awesome round-based zombies maps that launched with Liberty Falls and, of course, Terminus Island, which, you know, we've been talking about over the last few weeks. What does it feel like to just have both of these out in the world now?
Oh, it's so awesome to have basically Zombies Month where we've gotten just so
It really
much
has
time
been, yeah.
to show off all the hard work the team's been doing for the last 4 years and showcasing.
I'm just quiet right now because I'm trying to do that so I can get the cosmetics in the game. Yeah, I did it already.
From the Zombies team. And Steve, Liberty
See
Falls
what
kind of
happens.
feels like a new setting for zombies. Like you said, small town, it's bright. It feels like a little bit of a different place. What, you know, what's this map all about?
Yeah, it's this really idyllic small town. You know, it's in West Virginia, but now it's like the site of a zombie incursion zone. So watch out, it's just destroyed immediately.
And it's so beautiful. It's like
so many details,
so bright and pretty, and yet it's gonna be the land of the undead. But I like that instead of it only being dark. Like, you know, the sun still works, man, in the zombie apocalypse.
You gotta wait till it comes out, but you know.
Yeah.
And of course, Black Ops 6 is set in 1991. So first look at this map on Liberty Falls. It really seems like we're embracing that early 90s era, where of course we see it all over Black Ops 6, but this has got that nice nostalgia.
Oh yeah. So I mean, Terminus is a little hard to get that 90s vibe when you're in a remote Pacific
prison.
Yeah. I've been to a few prisons in the 90s. So
Liberty Falls is really like where we got to just embrace everything from nostalgia, 90s. I think everyone here was a child when they were in the 90s.
Yes.
So just to bring all these little elements, so for me, it's like the comic shop, bowling alley, video store.
You remember brick and mortar stores, right?
Some fun.
I used to actually work in a video store in the late 90s, you know, with VHS tapes and all that. So make sure
when they
Beacon Rewind era.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
So you mentioned Terminus, and we know that Terminus is set.
Did we say that shit at the same
with,
time?
Liberty Falls, because you see dates and the trailers. So
That's
you have to
hilarious.
put 2 and 2 together on that. What are going to be some of the biggest differences, though, between the Terminus experience versus the Liberty Falls experience?
Yeah. So Terminus, or rather Liberty Falls, has a deceptive calm compared to like the more immediate threat you feel when you load into Terminus. Terminus is dark, it's claustrophobic immediately, so you feel that threat. You know, the brightness of Liberty Falls will have you feeling almost kind of safe, like maybe you could hit up Yummy Freeze, get a couple scoops. But
That's a lot of zombies.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah, you know it's not all good. You know, as you explore the map, you'll start to see the signs of the outbreak. You'll see the signs of a failed attempt to contain this thing.
Okay.
So, you know, it'll
And
be
then there's big ugly shit like
what
that.
we want this to do is like set, you know, we want it to be easy to pick up, you know, but hard to master.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot for players to chew on. It's a smaller map, so again, a lot for players to chew on while they try not to be chewed upon. There you go.
That's the way to
like
put
that.
it.
I'm gonna write that one down. But speaking of story, because you kind of hinted at it a little bit, it's a failed attempt at a containment, which means you know we got to look at the cinematic earlier this week that's going to set up the map. And damn, there's some spooky things happening in there. You know, we're seeing for the very first time the man himself, Edward Richtofen, since Black Ops Cold War. And he seemingly is going to get yeeted into another dimension here by,
That's just spooky.
by the ether.
That was a Sarah Connor dream. This the trailer. This trailer was so good.
I think it's the cinematic, first of all, is incredible, but I don't think this is how we expected to find Richtofen, and it's a bit of a change of expectations. We're not going to give anything away right now.
Okay.
But we're really just setting the groundwork for the game in this cinematic. It's basically whatever you saw at the end there, and Richtofen.
Well, and also too, we see his family. You know, I'm going to make some assumptions here. It seems like they were violently murdered, or there's some sort of very.
I think they just were out at the sun too long.
I hope he doesn't have those nightmares.
No
I just needed some sunscreen.
That'll do some things to you.
Yeah. So up until now, we've really been framing him up as this villain. And, you know, he's done terrible things to our crew on Terminus Island. But now we found out some terrible things have happened to him. So it's a bit more gray than you might have initially thought, right?
Yeah, we're adding some complexity.
Yeah, the best villains are always the ones that believe that they're doing the right thing, you know what I mean? There were some really sick moments in that trailer as well, so you can definitely get the vibe that there was, it's going to be pretty wild. I'm excited for it.
And you did talk about the end there. I'm gonna push on a little bit. You tell me no. Was that a Maxis voice that I heard there?
don't know. You could make some assumptions there. If you played the end of Cold War, some things happen that really kind of translate here, and you can kind of connect the points.
So is that what you would suggest players start if they want to get into the story?
While we're waiting, yeah, if you want to jump into Cold War, it's a great time to go check out those main quests and
I've
get
been
you
doing
ready
it.
as the story.
Yeah, I've been
Okay. All
replaying
right.
Cold War Zombies. But all right, we're headed right into Zombies gameplay here. But a few quick things for those of you watching at home. We are spoiler free today. We do not want to ruin the moment. Play it at launch. So the main quest and all the Easter eggs are actually turned off. And of course, the dedicated crew is back in round-based zombies in Black Ops 6. But since Liberty Falls happens concurrently with Terminus, dedicated crew's busy. They're trying to break out of prison, so they're not at Liberty Falls. We're going to see a different set of characters played by the folks here on that map today.
Yeah, and so, should be waiting any minute now to be jumping
Let's
into
go,
the
let's
action.
go.
It seems like once that's good to go, Black Ops 6 Zombies is live. There you have it, and we are in to the action. We're going to be sticking around
Here we go.
for this one for a little bit.
Damn, that weapon is all up in your face with the graphics on it.
I'm just excited to have round-based zombies back. That is going to be really exciting. It's just fun, just kind of see how far you can climb, right? That's always the gift.
Like I use a weapon like that right now in Modern Warfare, but the whole front of it, like it gets red. The longer you shoot, it just starts getting redder and redder, like almost like it heats up. But this is just there the whole time.
It's like the last holdout that they had here. Project
That weapon is mad busy, yo. That skin.
Inside here, yeah, we have
I would never use this. This is too much.
Point of the map, so there's a lot of good things, a lot of connections you can make between the two major sections here.
So we see we're in this mission right now, Liberty Falls. Who's your handler? Like what's the goal of the Liberty Falls mission?
Right, so we actually got introduced to our handler in the
This dude
cinematic.
drunk a Red Bull and now he's running like a madman.
Security.
Okay.
Rick Toppin told him, lock it down, try to protect Liberty Falls. As we see here, they didn't really succeed. So you enter as an outside group, and he mistakes you as part of Project Janus. So he starts to team up with you and guide you along to try to salvage the situation, see if anyone's still alive.
Okay.
Figure out what's going on. Really just try to contain.
But you said that he assumes that you are a part of it.
You got the,
you might not.
classic weapon crates.
TBD.
Okay, all right. That is, I'm quite curious to see how that story plays out with there, but that's going to be pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have someone in the bowling alley here. This is Liberty Lanes. And there's my guy, Mr. Peaks. Little neon Mr. Peaks on the wall.
Great place to do some training there on the bowling lanes.
Oh,
run around
and we're
get us some
crafting.
space.
We're at the crafting table.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so Crafty's
All kinds
back.
of goodies.
You can make support, which is...
Shit never fails, bro. I just read this right now. It says, and this got nothing to do with Call of Duty. I'll get back to this. It says, and this comes from Jason Schreier. He says, in March, a top Bungie employee and former marathon director, Chris Barrett, suddenly left the company. Barrett was fired after HR investigation found that he had behaved inappropriately with at least 8 female employees. Shit is crazy, dude. Dude be having the opportunity of their lifetime to make video games and be crashing out on some dumb shit because they fucking idiots. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the weapon
shit is
inside,
wild.
It looks amazing. You actually see the cartridges as you reload.
There's a lot more animations when he's firing it too. You could see it was revolving around there. So it's really neat. Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to get another ray gun look as we get further into Liberty Falls. Benny Central here, round 11.
Yeah. Now, something I'm curious about, because the world looks very lived in. It's got a lot of, it seems like it has a lot of layers to it, and there's a story to be told in the map itself, right? So, what is like being in this map? Like, how does this relate to the players? Like, are there going to be some goodies that they could find around here? Like, what do we have?
Yeah, we have an epic
The
main
kill streak
quest
is
here on this
awesome.
map that you'll be able to experience when it comes out. And,
I always love
as
these.
Part of that, we are really upping the challenge this time around, so I think people will be pleasantly surprised.
Announcer,
what they
full
need to do to kinda
power.
their challenge their skills and their puzzle solving.
My bad. My announcer voice is always going to be, Halo style. All the time.
New operator skins, and actually for the first time,
Eviscerated.
Wonder Weapon skins. That is something that I think people are going to be
The ability
very
to make your ray gun look like a different ray gun.
Yeah, we're super excited for the day one hunt, on this map. Everyone's really stoked. working on the map. We can't wait.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a lot of work done that day. I got to be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
If you're looking for anything, I'm going to be busy.
You can definitely also see the Omni movement as well playing a role in this too, right? That has to add a different layer to this, because now, you know, before you're like, oh, I got to turn around and run, but now you can just like slide back. Yeah, you can just move away. Has that added some fun?
But I'm glad it's there. Imagine if they would have had Omni movement left out from zombies. It would have been whack, because it would have been like you're playing now old ass experience. I want all those new, you know, revolutionary gameplay mechanic features.
Not necessarily an advantage.
It's safe to assume there are zombies anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, we have third-person mode.
Yes, and we're seeing it right here.
There you go.
Oh,
so
snap.
That's kind of a nice way, if you're able to play like this, to get
That's
a little
cool.
bit more, you know, awareness behind you.
Wow, I did not realize that. That is actually really cool. And then you can also see just like the wild slides.
We're showing off.
It shows off Omni movement really well.
Yeah. No, that's pretty damn awesome. So now, in terms of main quest,
Dude, hat
can you confirm
flew
here
off.
that they're, like, every map is going to have like a main
Attention
quest
to
at launch?
detail.
Definitely. We'll have both at the launch. Both these maps will have main quests that we're super stoked for people to play. We've been putting a lot of effort in, saying tuning and balancing these things. So it's going to be a good challenge. We can't wait.
Should we be expecting that difficulty to be climbing up and getting harder and harder?
Yeah, I think
we're always trying.
Yeah?
It's tough when the world is trying to solve a single puzzle, but you know, it's like we always want to make sure the steps are intuitive.
So they're gonna bring back coin ops?
It's an interesting balance, and we always give it a shot every time.
Remember that controller, PlayStation controller with the light bulb on it?
Definitely we want more people
What do you mean, the move?
quests and enjoy the narrative.
The dilly one? Or are you talking about
Players who might be newer to
the
zombies.
PS4 controller? Don't the PS5 controller still got that light on
We
it?
have what we're calling directed mode.
I saw their battery lives be trash.
Jess will help direct the players.
But that's not an excuse, because PS3 battery life, yo, I hated that shit. Like, that controller used to die literally like 2.5 hours in after a while, not, you know, first year. But like, literally by the first year, that battery was trash.
The rounds will ramp up. It'll help keep things under control. We've given it a general cap of round 15, so things will never get too crazy for the players.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're...
Nothing will ever beat the Wii U Pro controller, that 80-hour battery life. Even though the Switch one is super long too. It's like 40, 50 hours.
Yeah, I know. I think we all know someone that has just either been intimidated or just hasn't been able to get into the main quest because of the difficulty. And
That's cool, because you could stand right in this. Probably. I don't know. They probably crawl over it, but it's still cool. Oh.
Just on Liberty Falls. Tell us about Etherella here.
This is a life-size action figure here from a comic book, right? That actually you can fire this up, and she blasts zombies with her laser death beam eyes here. But you gotta watch out there, because your head could get clipped too. So be sure to crouch.
Big guy was taking some shots there.
Big guy was taking some collateral damage.
You don't want to hang out in the comic book on top of the counter there. You might get blasted during that. But there's great witty comments as part of that as well. It's really fun. And there's another trap they might come across here as well. The Dark Ether Field Trap is around here, and that's a really cool project. Janice set those up. And actually, you know, it'll slow.
But it's cool, because you're going to have this zombie mode, and you're still going to have the Modern Warfare style open world version, which is cool to have too, because I like the variety, and I like getting in vehicles and mowing over a bunch of zombies. You know, like that's cool.
Good zombie dissolving goes a long way for the soul. You know? Now, I understand as well, because there are a lot of new things that are going to come into zombies. It looks so cool.
What the hell is that?
Somebody's got the jet gun. Okay, so
speaking of.
The one that just slaughtered the...
Every map
He
has
said I ain't
its
gonna
own
use it.
unique wonder weapon.
Yeah.
In Black Ops 6.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
This is the jet
Dude went into the upside down,
This is a
and then
favorite
came
for
back to
training, maybe
Hawkins.
fan favorite from Transit that we're actually boosting up here, and you're not gonna break it apart now, right? Like last time, you're gonna actually keep it. It just overheats. So once you construct it, you have it. So obviously, if people haven't played it before, it's made from a big jet engine. So it's gonna suck in all these zombies, chop them up.
Where's this dude
kinda
partner
smack
at?
them out the back end of that.
What
You actually
partner is that?
Pull in, salvage. Stuff like power-ups. We have weapons and things like that too. If you get, so it's really fun to use that weapon, just cranking through the zombies. But you know, it also has a new specialty blast that you can do and charge up, and it fires off. And
that's sick.
In case of emergency.
You might want to turn around.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like I said, a lot of new things that are going to be coming to this. We just saw even things that are returning that are getting a fresh coat of paint on it. But also, I want to talk about the new perk machines as well, because there's one name in particular that I absolutely love, the Melee Macchiato. It's just too good. What is it? What can you tell us about it?
So this perk machine is
exactly
new.
what it said. You flying, one hit.
Grunge rock, we've got boxing, we've got coffee. So
coffee shops, what's
coffee
better?
shops.
Yeah.
So Melee
called a cup of
Macchiato.
Kino. Wait till you see what it costs. Yeah, nice.
You drink it, it replaces your gun butt with this lethal punch that sends zombies flying. Really fun to use. It also ties in nicely with our dedicated melee, which is also coming to zombies. So when you bring your baseball bat and your knife in, it buffs the damage for that as well. So it's a really nice perk, especially early rounds to get a kind of a heads
Here's
up.
the armor buy.
Yeah.
Which is new.
Yeah, so we've moved armor as wall buys instead of, it used to get it, you'd have to get it from the arsenal.
Yeah.
And so now it's such an important thing. That we thought we wanted to get that out there at the level, and it's part of the core progression, right? You're deciding, do I want to get Jug or do I want to get tier 2 armor?
Yeah,
right?
and
that kind of thing.
and that can obviously, like be your undoing ultimately, or it could be the thing that bails you out in the end, right?
Prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not just about, all of the new things coming to Zombie, because we actually have some really awesome things.
Seeing them crawl out of the hole like that is cool.
Zombies experiences.
Oh, from under the car.
Exciting twist on top. And one of those things that's hugely important is gobble gums.
Yeah, so we might have seen it somewhere around here, but we've
What
got
is
some
that?
gobblegum machines in the world. Gobblegums are a consumable buff system that was first introduced in Black Ops 3. They're really fun. You use them and you kind of break the rules. It gives you little really powerful abilities for a little bit of a time, or it kind of progresses your growth. We made a lot of improvements this game, so you always have to earn things in zombies. So it's still important. You make your pack in the front end, but once you get in, you still have to go to these machines.
Yeah.
One's free every round.
But you can earn them just through playing, to your point. Yeah.
As you play, as rounds turn, you always have a chance to earn a gun.
Okay.
What's new and really cool is we actually allow you to take 3.
Was
and
he
sort them on
alone?
yourself. So you can actually kind of strategize or make combos and decide how to use them.
Or did they just never come from it?
Very similar to
Because I don't know.
kind of sorting between those, you can do it here.
There's 4 people right here, but that other, it looked like that player was playing by himself.
Such a great job of just making sure that the person who only plays multiplayer can go over to zombies and also feel at home with some of the mechanics that kind of transfer over, which I think is really cool. Yeah.
And that's the awesome thing, especially about Omni movement, the global systems that are coming. We called out the HUD presets earlier, which you'll be able to see in zombies as well. Dedicated melee. We've got plenty of stuff.
So much of the stuff we do at the core is so buttery smooth. It's like we want to bring that over into zombies.
You're making me hungry. We're talking about coffee and butter. And maybe it's something about watching the zombies try to eat you that's
yeah, it's a little bit of that. But it's a different kind of hunger.
Yeah.
A bit more evil.
So Kevin, augments are also a huge
That's
new
a
thing
lot.
coming to zombies in Black Ops 6. And I've heard this referred to as build.
Oh yeah, and some of the zombies you kill, their head pops off and then a damn spider comes out of the zombie, which is crazy.
This idea that the longer you play zombies, you get to power up your abilities, your field upgrades, your perks, your ammo mods, make them more powerful. What's different this time around is you're unlocking augments, and there's 6 per category of content. So you have minors and majors, and you can equip 1 of each. And the idea here is that depending on what you're trying to do in the game, whether it's high rounds, playing as a group, going for the main quest, right? That's really going to impact how you build your augments and what you set. And so ultimately, you're making your Juggernog your Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog.
It's my Juggernog. Your Juggernog is not like mine, or maybe it is.
Maybe it is. I'm a support player.
So maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
The best part about this, honestly, to me right now, is this daytime level. Because while it's still going to be scary, because, the pressure, it's nice to have daytime.
One thing that I always loved when at the studio, when you guys talk about the making of Black Ops 6, sort of these set of core pillars that the game was built around, and one of those is become monster. And that's something that's interwoven across the entire game, but you folks on the Zombies team said, hey, we'll take that literally. And that seems like how we got Mutant Injection.
Yeah, it's a blast, right? So yeah, here we have it. You inject yourself, and you actually can become a mangler for a limited amount of time, and you just plow through zombies and.
Yeah, that was in the trailer. Running through them.
We've been wanting to do this for a really long time, and the animators actually showed us, like, hey, check this out. Like, let's do this. Let's make this happen in this game. So we're like, yeah. So this is the first score streak that's really meant for zombies, and it's just such a blast to play.
Also, you can hear the maniacal laughter coming from the. He's like,
damn.
You know?
I feel like it's like being a chopper gunner on the ground. Like you're a living chopper gunner. It's like that level of power.
I think you said yesterday too, like the mangler on mangler crime. If you use mutant injection on another, on a mangler.
That's great. And the VO that he says is great during that too. It's
incredible.
Hilarious. It's
Got to see that.
No, for sure. All right, well, there's other things to talk about here as well. Kevin, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the Arsenal as well, and like what should we be expecting there?
Yeah, so we've really streamlined the Arsenal this game, and also kind of given it a glow up. It'll be found on the level. It's a one-stop shop for weapon upgrades. It's where you spend your salvage to upgrade rarity and apply ammo mods. What's also really cool though is this time it's kind of got an AI drill and sergeant voice, and it will actually kind of call you out.
All them little holes in the wall.
If your weapon's underpowered, it might be like, kind of shout at you.
I just made. Look at that. They everywhere when you look. Like these zombies could come from everywhere. There ain't gonna be no chill spot here. No wall you could put your back against.
As these zombies get harder and harder.
Yeah, we just heard someone wail.
I just heard someone scream at no.
Level 15. I like the way it comes up.
Good run.
They might have hit that death animation that we've been hoping to see.
Oh man, and this the abomination is just horrifying. I am not looking. There's like one outside too, right? It's like some massive one. There's just so much to talk about. We're going to be talking about it. Don't worry, folks. Plenty to yap about when it comes to zombies. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're talking some more Black Ops 6. See you guys on the other side.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty.
98-inch TV. That's insane.
The official streaming partner of Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, this Call of Duty thing, they put it out, right? And it originally leaked, and when I heard it, I was like, yo, this is the hardest Call of Duty theme ever. Like, actually listen to it, it's musically insane. And yeah, I listened to it today, I was like, let's see if it's as good as I remember. And I was like, yeah, that shit is literally a banger. It's like, I'm like, yo. Yeah.
Official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Pre-order the new half-scale DG2 Wunderwaffe replica. Bonus, all fans who grab one of these for their collection will get a gift with purchase. Exclusive gold lightning weapon camo.
Dude, I thought that was in-game. That's a replica for you to actually own. That's cool. I'm guessing they're gonna show that now. The big bosses.
Okay, we are all so obsessed.
How was that?
We were obsessed with Abby. That was Abby, which is our pet name for the.
I want to see a zoo level with zombie animals. That would be cool. Didn't they have zombie dogs at some point? But yeah, that would be cool. Remember that game with the zombie giraffe that broke through the wall? I don't know if you remember that, but there was a game, and it was like the animals were all like zombies and mutated. Sounds like that game.
I love her so much.
So we've been in here, so I haven't really had an opportunity to see it. And, I saw it when I came in today, and I was like, oh, wow, that's big. Didn't think much about it. But when you see it moving around and stuff, that really hits home. That is utterly fascinating. And actually, as a matter of fact, you can see right there, that there is a little placard. I actually have it right here.
Oh, here we go.
That's
We
right.
have officially won.
I am also a Guinness Book of World Record holder, so I'm very proud to hold this alongside my colleagues at Activision and Treyarch, because this is the largest marionette of a video game character achieved by Activision Call of Duty USA in Washington, D.C. on the 27th of August, 2024.
Abby's a star.
Congratulations,
We're so
guys.
proud of her and
Yes.
the team that brought her
That built her at Treyarch. So thank you, Zombies team. Huge moment. Guinness World Record holder.
That's a real one. That's a real one right there. That's pretty awesome.
And there's baby Abby.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, again,
Probably the
all
concept, the
our
miniature,
but
before
now
they made the
smaller
bigger.
size. So
Sure.
That's just great.
Extra cute.
Extra cutesy. You'll love to see it.
And then they had the guy right there
We're ready
to show the
obviously to talk
scale.
more about zombies, Steph, but what do we have next here? Because we got a lot of good stuff here to dive into.
Yeah, we talked about Wonder Weapons a little bit. You guys got a quick look at the Wunderwaffe. Wunderwaffe.
They gonna show that second level now?
Which is the correct way. I think I'm siding with the internet. I'm saying
I just call it the DG2 because I can barely grasp the English language.
But every map will have its own unique wonder weapon. We got a quick look at the Thrustadyne, but let's go back and have another look here.
The Thrustadyne.
AKA the jet gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that it's called the Thrustadyne, but in its core, it's just a giant jet engine.
It's a damn jet engine.
Devour people.
Oh!
22 model. Makes you wonder.
Why was I expecting to shoot something, even though it's a jet engine?
And we saw
the person who
Oh, there you go. That's
we
shoot
saw on
something.
gameplay a little bit, but of course we still have.
There's that blast attack. Right?
Oh yeah, the blast attack is real. We still have Old Faithful is there, so we got a quick look at the ray gun, but the ray gun has had a bit of a makeover.
Yeah,
there
look how
she is.
good it looks.
So
Weapons
cool.
team.
That's sick.
That reload animation is so sick.
So cool.
Man.
And it rotates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The back spins, it rotates. You know, you can.
You can tell, like, just again, a lot of work was put.
Those animators are crazy, like the amount of detail they put into it.
The whole team.
Can't wait till you see the Wonder Weapon skin for it. You know, I can show it now, but
we saw a few skins for it as well. I think some people were running.
So you're gonna hit the comic book shop? What you getting? What's your, you know, pool gonna be today?
Yeah. Maybe. We'll see what it
Maybe
looks
you'll
like.
see what that looks like, you know?
Now, you really can't talk about the Wunda weapons without mentioning the iconic Wunderwaffe, aka the DG2. And for all those Call of Duty collectors out there, we actually have something pretty dope to show you. Check
Let's
this
see how
out.
big it is in person. Oh, okay.
She is.
Boom.
Half scale.
Now, not exactly, this is obviously a smaller version of it. A little bit of half scale of it here, of the Wunderwaffe DG2 replica that is now available for pre-order on the Call of Duty shop. And we saw Richtofen use the DG2 in the Liberty Falls cinematic and use it in a lot of creative ways as well, might I add.
You should spin it around once so you can see that. 'Cause I think the other side is
Do
different.
in the moment, right? Very cool thing to do. But of course, this right here is going to be a perfect shelf companion for your ray gun collectible that released last year, and I want this, so I'm gonna take it.
Kevin said it best earlier, is like, be like Richtofen, keep it next to your bed. You never know what trouble is lurking.
You get like a camo with this too, right? So you also get
Yes.
something else on top of it. So guys, come on, get out
An
there.
actual camo you can use in-game for buying the Wunderwaffe on the COD shop.
Yes.
Yeah, that is pretty darn cool. All right, folks. Well, with Black Ops 6 around the corner, now is the perfect time to grab this new addition to your Call of Duty collection. Of course, only available on shop.callofduty.com while
And it
supplies
costs
last.
$2,000
That's
on
the
Fly.
only way to get your hands on one of these bad boys right here. Because Miles, tell us what you got for the people watching today. Let them know.
More Wunderwaffens?
Wunderwaffe, yes. You at home can have a chance to win one of 5 Black Ops 6 Zombies Wunderwaffe DG2s. All you have to do is go to X/Twitter and send a tweet with the hashtags #CodNext, #Black Ops 6, and #Wunderwaffe Sweepstakes, and you'll be entered to win one of the 5.
Man, they got so many damn online stuff that they're doing right now.
That is good.
Yo, I'm doing it right now, and I'm a little bit lazier than you, so I'm just going to scan this QR code. That's going to help me pre-draft everything, and then I can just tag you and tell you how much better I am at Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh, Zombies. Hey, we got to 28 though. There was pretty rocking. How about you at home, folks? Are you ready to get into the Zombies action? Here, in Call of Duty's Black Ops 6 Zombies. Absolute shenanigans here in DC. Save us, Golden Boy.
So is it part of the beta or not?
They're having
Probably not, right?
with that elevated
That
camera.
stage is so good.
Yeah,
I am obsessed with it.
All right. Well, look, guys, and I know there was a lot to talk about here. Briefly, I did want to touch on real fast because we had talked about director mode real quick, but just wanted. I know you guys wanted to emphasize something real
We just want
fast.
to call it, that is actually going to be happening after the launch. So we want to have.
Oh, I got the charm. I just got the notification. It says,
got it.
Hold
The
up.
idea is at the start of season
This is
1.
thanks for helping us celebrate Call of Duty next. Your charm will be waiting in Black Ops 6 on day 1.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You want people to, feel like, they can discover what they want to discover.
And that was a
but at
charm.
the same time, be able to introduce new players to the Zombies experience because everyone should play Zombies.
Yeah,
It's
and
freaking awesome.
At that point too, you group up with your friends who might have done it already.
Yeah.
Bring them on. Get your new friends involved.
Unique rewards.
Maybe join the hunt.
Yeah.
The next time around, once you got your.
You know what's crazy is that while we sitting here watching this, the streamers who are sitting around them are actually streaming though to their channels. And so when we're looking into their feed, we're watching their stream. And that's probably why they got the little technical difficulty. Yo, the gold camels,
Here's our time to shine.
that's beautiful actually. But was that even gold? Was that like a pearl diamond thing? I don't know. And I say that because like I'm seeing so many clips on social media.
It actually kind of heats up in a way,
that looks cool.
and it just becomes more dynamic the longer you fire it, and it feels like
So
you're
good.
like, I don't know, weaponizing the cosmos.
I like that. That is a phrase right there. Weaponizing the cosmos for success.
Reticle challenges and the Dark Ops challenges also coming to Zombies, plus the camo track. The camo grind is almost here. I can taste it.
Yeah.
And prestige shared across all modes.
Classic prestige across every mode.
And that is just really, really cool. So there's so much, just so many cool things to talk about here today. But look, if you're like me, I've been oohing and on at all the nice juicy camos that we've been seeing here today. And I mean, again, you have so much that you can lean on here. Make sure you guys are out there digitally pre-order Black Ops 6, or you can subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get the Reflect 115 camo pack. Of course, playable immediately in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. And these look really cool. I mean,
So when you are in Game Pass, you get the Reflex camo pack?
striking in of itself.
Cool.
Pretty dope.
I already have these.
I like that one with the red.
I don't doubt it. You have probably everything. Your inventory is probably wild.
I play a lot of this game, needless to say, but it's another really cool thing coming to Black Ops 6. Zombies are evolving enemies. Kevin first described this to me as zombie popcorn, which is really gross. But
Changes
Anthony,
popcorn forever.
That shit right there. Oh my God.
Yeah, so basically we have what's the start of an evolutionary chain represented in the parasite.
See, and in this one, the jungle vibes, you get that Predator 1 vibe, you know, or Prey.
Zombies dynamically throughout an engagement, so kind of switch it up for you. You know, you think you're clearing your horde, and all of a sudden a giant head pops off and turns into a spider and comes after you. And so you have to kind of change.
That's what happened to the character from the end of Inside. That was him right there.
Yeah.
That's the same experiments.
There's one thing that we all needed. It's more ways for things to
If you
go.
played Inside, you get the damn reference. You get the joke.
And you think these are terrifying?
That camo that they showed actually looks like her, her dress, or I don't know if it's a dress because she's not saying that, but her shirt.
and speaking of things to come, Treyarch team.
It's like that shiny,
two maps at launch, but what can you
diamondy,
tell us,
sparkly.
what do you got in store for us?
Which is cool.
Beyond that, on the live seasons.
So what I could say is that the next map is going to be coming by the end of this year.
Oh,
and that is going to be
round-based zombies map.
Really setting the tone. For
So we got 3 maps
round-based
this year for
Yeah,
zombies.
that's quite significant. I mean, you're just so many options for ways to be able to play. That has to feel pretty good for you guys and the team to be able to deliver so much like this.
It feels amazing.
Yeah, I'm personally I think we're all just really stoked about all the maps that we're going to come with. Everything just helps kind of tell the story and just pair all the maps themselves pair with the story we're trying to tell. So yeah, we're all really excited.
So excited.
Yeah.
Should look like Dead Rising with all these walkers coming.
This is a mutant injection, is it not?
Indeed,
yes, it is.
Oh my word! You can see him. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Kool-Aid Man on steroids.
Damn! Look how many of those zombies turned into the spiders.
He might be
Oh, they all right. They're at level 21. That's why.
retreating here, as we're seeing.
We're not even getting to the.
And he's the big boy right now, and he's running.
So there is like a time frame that you have for it. So I can't just go.
Oh, he knew he was about to switch.
Coming back out now.
Run.
Time only. Get it while it's hot. Oh man, that is so cool. It just looks absolutely devastating. That would be such a fun way to just clear massive waves of zombies.
Yep. You want to hold on to it for the right time when you really need that, and then pop that and go for it.
Oh, they coming out the ground.
Oh, we got ourselves a
Classic zombie style. That's crazy. So nowhere safe. I was worried about the little holes in the wall. Oh, they're gonna come through there like that right there. Nah, they come straight out the ground once you're at the high. Well, this is level 17.
So it's another kind of a smaller way to.
Sheesh.
Send your salvage, get the mangler cannon.
Ain't
or
no
drop it.
safe space.
Name a mangler.
All sorts of ways to kill zombies.
Oh man, well I tell you, it really has been awesome to see all the things that are coming to zombies. And like I said before, it really just feels like you can feel the enthusiasm. I can tell, having talked to you guys, behind the scenes stuff, how much you love this. And it just comes across, to the game that you guys have created, but also to how you guys passionately talk about it. So thank you.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
It was a pleasure being here. We're excited.
Yeah, Ground-Based Zombies is back. Thank you, Treyarch team. It's been incredible to see everyone here at Call of Duty Next playing Liberty Falls, our first ever gameplay of Liberty Falls. It's been an absolute blast having you guys on the desk with us. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us here on the broadcast now. But folks, when we come back, we're going to be diving into some live Resurgence gameplay on the brand new map. We're revealing for a new chapter of Warzone. And of course, we're going to be joined by both Treyarch and
I want them to change the actual Warzone map. Like, a part of me wants Verdansk back, right? But the problem with that is, it's like, as much as I know I want it back because I love that original Warzone, right? Verdansk, right? That's what it was called. Well, anyway, the original Warzone map. And I used to love spending time at the dam and that building behind the dam with the chopping there. That was my spot right there. But anyway, the point is, it's like, I feel like if they do it and it's exactly the same, then I'll probably be like, I won't say I get bored because I actually never got bored of that map. But I probably would be like, oh, we need a new map or something like that. But maybe expand on it, you know what I'm saying? Just make it bigger, man. Just take that map and add to it. Even though they took like certain parts like the superstore and they put it into the current Warzone map and things like that.
Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action.
I hate RGB lights. I have some, but I hate it. Like my PC, I built it with 0 lights. Like there's 0 light, and the lights that are actually in my case. Well, the case actually, it's like one subtle blue light that only pops up right when I turn it off, and then I got it set to turn off. I don't like lights like that. Because a lot of times I'm playing in the dark, and I don't want no little lights bothering me. Even on my series consoles, like, I got it set, the power button to be off after a certain time. Like, once it hits 7:30, it goes into that night mode where it all turns off, because I don't want to see that light in the corner of my eye while I'm gaming at night. I want pitch black. I just want to scream. I want to be immersed in the experience.
So, the winning fan voted question was, how have you used the new Omni movement system, and how has it been so far today?
I mean, it's feeling good. I'm going to be honest. At the start, I was a little slow. I'm not exactly a movement king, no Joe-Wo, but I got used to it. We started cooking. I was moving around, diving over tables, looking behind me. I was going a little crazy. I think I got a 99 kill game earlier. So I'm liking the movement.
What?
It's feeling good. I like the slide, too. You can, like, slide.
He killed it. He's a 99 kill game earlier.
It's good because
That's probably the one that the score goes to 200, but still, you did have to work.
What you want to do on a map as well. Now, you did mention Joe-Wo. I know he's the movement king, but with this new hairstyle, you might be starting to overtake him with this new alter ego that you've got.
I don't know about Joe-Wo. I've been called Ninja a lot.
I'm so proud of myself to say I've never drunk in any energy drink but a Red Bull, and that was literally the last time I drank a Red Bull was,
very natural. It feels good. I'm happy about it. I'm loving it.
I would say, easily 15 years ago.
Let's see what other creators think. Robert?
And I never drank another energy drink.
Hey, what's up, Lottie? I'm here with the Warzone GOAT.
I'm like, yo, you don't know what's in them shits. And I only used to drink Red Bull sometimes, like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym. Let me take a Red Bull real quick so I could OD, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. It was never just like, oh, I'm chilling drinking a Red Bull or using that as a chaser or some shit like that. I never did that.
Play a little bit, so I have like a 1% idea of what to even expect, man. But so far, I feel like it's gonna be really fun.
Okay. All right, so now we got 16 new 6 versus 6 maps. We got 4 at launch, and we got 12 new weapons. What are you looking forward to most from this next Warzone?
From Warzone in general, man, I'm really excited to just kind of see what kind of changes are new and what things that they're adding. I don't know what we're allowed to talk about yet, but there's some cool stuff coming. I ain't gonna leak anything. I'm assuming maybe we can talk about it. I don't know, but
don't say shit, bro. It's just so you don't get in trouble.
So I'm excited for the movement to see how much that changes things and just to feel like COD's fresh again.
Yeah, if you're excited about it, you know we're excited about it. All right, so now before we bounce, I want to play a game with you. All right, I got 2 props. One is a goat. All right, you hold that. All right, and the next one is a piece of coal. I want you to go around and give these to the creators that you believe deserve them most. All right?
Damn.
Only 3 goats?
Only 3 goats.
Oh, shoot. All right, let's go find.
All right. Go. Come on. Here we go. He's running. Whoa. All right, nice. Come on.
I want to see. I ain't even worried about the goats. I want to see who he gives a piece of coal to. He like, bruh, you trash. Step your shit up. Oh, you trash. Step your shit up.
All right, here we go. All right,
and
now why is he a GOAT?
Hey, he's quite literally the best player in the game right now, hands down.
okay, that's the GOAT right now.
How you doing, brother?
Yo, what's good, man? What's good?
He said you're the best in the world right now.
Yeah, someone would say.
Some would say,
He's humble.
you know, humble and shit.
Them two, their teammates.
Oh, he'll go to that hip.
What's up, man? What's good?
Oh, he got the Pac shirt too.
They're the best team in the world right now. Them 2 plus 1. So I think it's only fair to call them the GOATs. Plus 1 more. Come on.
I'm glad he didn't decide to give the 3rd GOAT to himself.
Here we go. Hey, all right, who we got here?
All right, my boy Diaz Bippo, he's the 3rd of the 2 that we just went to. Here, we're giving him the last GOAT status. But look, man, we got a lot of people to give GOAT. D. Talk, man. How you feeling, bro?
I feel good, man. I feel good.
What do you think about me calling you one of the GOATs?
You appreciate the gas? Hey, he said you're one of the best in the world. All right.
Well, he said he appreciates the gas. Oh, like you gassing him up?
Oh, man. He gave him coal.
Oh, and he dapped him up, bro. He gave you a piece of shit.
All right. Hey, we appreciate your reports. All right. And Lottie, why don't you go ahead and tell him a little bit more about the beta?
Unbelievable. You gave him coal and then dapped him up. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Switch around I have ever seen, but that's why I've got RG3.
He said, I appreciate the coal.
I'm giving you guys the good news. The Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta early access kicks off on all platforms in 2 days on August 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Pre-order now.
Oh, August 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific.
Let's jump over back to the desk where developers.
So you know what we doing at 10 a.m. Pacific, right?
Thank you so much for that, Lottie, and welcome back to Call of Duty Next. And we are about to watch some live Call of Duty Warzone gameplay. I'm stoked. It's going to be awesome.
Yo,
we got
at 10 o'clock. But that's Pacific, so yeah, it'll probably still be midnight for me. Eastern, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Buckle up, because you're going to want to see the debut of this Resurgence map coming up here shortly. But we are excited to welcome our guests to the desk. More talented people from Treyarch. We have Brittany Beidelman and Miles Leslie. Guys, it's almost
Then we see Miles Leslie during the during the direct in June after the Xbox showcase. And I remember that because I said dude looked like young Liam McIntyre, like he could be his little brother. If you don't know who Liam McIntyre is, he played Spartacus after Andy passed away, and he plays JD Phoenix in Gears of War. But I said this dude looked like JD Phoenix in real life. That's the crazy part. And he on the Call of Duty team, you know. Somebody got to tell Netflix when they make their Gears shit, like, bro, we got somebody who look just like JD Phoenix.
Every single piece.
Take some acting lessons starting right now, bro.
So excited to talk about it and show it off.
Nice. Because it's been a minute.
Oh, and also work out and shit because you know them Spartans is gonna be big boys.
uniquely on this map. We are thrilled to finally be able to talk about it and show it to the world.
I love that. Well, here we go. I mean, look, guys, without further ado, let us introduce you to
Area 99.
All right, Area 99.
Area 99. Echo Ridge Weapon Station. Pod Dormitory. Weapon testing. This is so Fallout in a sense, right? Yeah, definitely. But it's cool. It's all in the same family and shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's little things I see. I'm like, that reminds me of Doom. It's all the same family. It's all, you know, first party Xbox shit. Oh man, Echo Ridge. This is definitely Fallout. I feel like you could do a skin for this and make it actually Fallout. It would be cool. Even if it's like a little seasonal thing, like just a celebration thing.
We have
React. Oh, it looks like the show. It got the circle in the middle. It looks like the show we actually watching.
First look at our overhead tack map of Area 99.
Nuketown shipping.
We're here.
Wait.
Yes, we made it. You said
Wait.
it, Stephanie. Welcome to the birthplace of Nuketown.
The street.
We have 10 POIs, each with their own gameplay
Nuketown
flair
shipping.
and thematic connections to Nuketown. This is uniquely a Black Ops map with a ton of character. It is. We just cannot wait for players.
I'm trying to see like if I see the layout of Nuketown there, but I mean you have the buildings, but I don't know unless there's a bus right there and that's the street you cross into that middle circle. But then behind the house now, you got all that reactor stuff.
You're obviously going to see
I'm not sure.
alpha gameplay of Area 99. We got live gameplay coming up on Area 99 in just a few minutes, but first let's take a closer look at our points of interest. Brittany, take us away.
Oh, there go the bus.
Area 99.
There go the statues. I told you it was gonna look crazy.
Our Nuketown house suspended mid-air.
Oh, it's lifted.
Up here you have a view of other Nuketown houses that have been swallowed up by the sands of time.
Okay, so it's thematically. Gotcha. I mean, they said that, but I didn't know if it was gonna be like the world is thematically, but we have actually Nuketown right there in that corner where it says Nuketown. But nah, it looks like you gotta wait for Nuketown. This is Nuketown themed, which makes sense because I mean it is literally what it is. This 99
Down
station.
here, the players are more self-contained, separated from the chaos on the surface. But I recommend grabbing a gas mask before going down there.
Okay.
Then we have
Echo Ridge. So she gave us a little hint. Grab a gas mask before you go down there because it's probably gonna be times where this thing, you know, yeah.
But what's most important about this POI
Poisonous
is actually that it is
fumes.
connected to every single other POI in the
Then how
map.
many levels is it?
Network
The
of
the basement is sank.
And it's got radioactive goo.
There's also radioactive.
Oh, that's not even water. That's goo.
Trust me. We have our
Manufacturing.
POI. This is where the Nuketown houses are made. This space is fun. We have doors, windows being carried throughout the space.
It looks like the training sections from the original Modern Warfare kind of.
In here somewhere. I'm not gonna tell you where it is.
You have to go and find out.
Gotta go find it.
Oh, I love everything about this.
Then we have
That's Nuketown right there.
mannequin.
You saw the two buses, the one bus that's aiming, like, whatever, you know. I just saw it right there.
It has been overproducing mannequins throughout the years, and now
not scary at all.
It's a little bit creepy. Yeah. Players get to run through massive piles of mannequins. Mannequin limbs are just tossed throughout.
As one does.
Don't get squashed by our mannequin smasher.
The
And then we have
pods.
our pods. This is where the people who worked at Area 99 used to live. This is the fun, stacked, smaller engagements. And players here really need to listen for those footsteps of other players in order to hone in on their targets.
I mean, this just looks so cool.
Pod's
Everything about
final
this.
circle, absolutely wild.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope we see one today in playtesting. Final circle on pods, you're gonna have one of the wildest.
I mean, yeah, that kind of does look like Nuketown. You got the two buses. Yeah, it's there. I saw it there.
A lot of color.
It's in there.
A lot of visual color that's really gonna
Which makes sense because when you do put out Nuketown on multiplayer, you just basically close off the rest of the section. You got it right there. But they've made multiple. They did one game had like the sci-fi one, but it was like the old like 50s, 60s, but it was like, you know, the future, almost like the Jetsons and shit. I like that one. I forgot which game. Like, all these Call of Duty games, they blend to me at this point. You know, God bless y'all if y'all can remember, oh, that's from this one and that's from this one. For me, it's like, yeah.
But also tying in
Remember the one with yeah, that one. Like that's the only way I'm gonna explain it.
In Call of Duty, how'd you guys come about doing it?
Yeah, I mean, we were super inspired by Nuketown. It's a fan favorite. We love it. And when we had the opportunity to bring something to Warzone, we really wanted to bring the frenetic energy of Nuketown. And so we deconstructed it. And part of that is the history of the space.
And I like Resurgence because, you know, obviously in Resurgence a lot of times. Wait, it's different modes? I don't remember, man. Again, this shit blends. But Resurgence, you get to respawn, obviously. You know, as long as your whole team don't get bodied. One of y'all still alive, right? You still respawn. If I'm not mistaken, that's the way it is. Haven't played it in a minute. I've been playing so much regular multiplayer this year. When in the last 5 years, I've mainly played Plunder. You know, Warzone, Plunder, all the time. It's my favorite, you know, Warzone mode. When I play Warzone, that's what I'm playing, Plunder. But I do play Resurgence sometimes too.
What were some of the core design philosophies?
Like it would be that. It would be Plunder or Resurgence. I wouldn't do regular Warzone.
Nuketown, but you're playing Nuketown in a scale that's never been tested before.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the most important things that we wanted to do with this map was, like Miles was saying, tell the origin story of Nuketown. And in fact, Nuketown itself was a key source of inspiration for our map.
Yeah.
So we pushed for more of a classic 3-lane design, and that was strategic because we want to funnel players together towards the center.
You just want people running into each other all day, every day. I mean, that's good game design because it keeps you in the action.
Faster gameplay, and that's what we want from this space.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of like vertical, taller buildings in the space, and that's also strategic because we want players to gain awareness of where other teams are, using the rooftops, things like that, help them think tactically in the space, and again, all for the the need of having the faster engagements that we want in that space.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of really fun fights at Reactor, right in the center. As you mentioned, it's like a bullseye. It's tall. It's beautiful. There's underground
the second
components.
you drop, you're in it.
Woo! Let's go.
Yeah, again, all hit up with that toxic sludge.
All over the toxic. Yeah.
I'm going to land right into it. I already know that that's happening. My friends are just going to have to deal with it. Yeah.
But Brittany, what can players expect in terms of comparing Area 99 to other Resurgence maps that they know in Warzone right now?
Yeah, so
it's different from all the other ones. You can already
this
tell.
Map to bring the fast, frenetic gameplay that we all know and love from the OG Nuketown. It's coming to Resurgence in Area 99. And when you look at the pre-existing portfolio of Resurgence maps, you'll see that Area 99 is actually very similar in size to Rebirth Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, man. That'll make a lot of people excited. Also, another thing I had noticed as well is just, the map.
That's the perfect size, though. Rebirth Island was the perfect size to me.
To really move around the map fluidly. It feels like you guys.
And it had all the little nook and crannies, obviously the buildings.
In a very smooth manner, right?
Yeah, there's so much care, like Stephanie was saying, and the team's absolutely crushed it as we've been playtesting it, is having those conversations on rotations and approaching it from a Warzone and Resurgence point of view. That always key is, again, taking MP Nuketown for Resurgence is key. It absolutely feels and plays like it.
Yeah, well, speaking of the feels part of it, I mean, the aesthetic stands out big time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So let's talk about that inspiration, why you guys went the direction that you went, with this very retro style, if you will.
Yeah, so when you look at Nuketown and where really the origins of that,
It's the origin, so I'm like, it's going to be retro.
There's a word for that.
There is a word for it. Let me get the dictionary.
Conversation. Everyone is
Today I learned.
It's abandoned, but it's Nuketown. What does it mean?
Retro future. So this was a key inspiration across all the buildings, and really because it's a projection of almost what the 1950s thought the future was going to be. That's really through all the machines.
That's what I said. See, I said 50s and 60s, and it was like that Jetsons, like what the future's going to be.
So you're constantly immersed.
Or what the future will look like.
It's Black Ops.
I'm on point today, boy.
This moment, and Area 99 is bringing something fresh and new.
And Archie.
And Archie Adams. Come on, you heard him at the top. He's really a special character of the team that we crafted to be the mascot for the nuclear reactor and the nuclear world that Area 99 is bringing. So
the spiritual leader of Area 99. I think we're going to see a lot of him.
Just remember, do what Archie does. I love it. I love it.
You are going to hear him in the map. He's all over with the PAs. It's fantastic.
Awesome.
And of course, like I said, this is alpha gameplay that we're seeing here today at Next, because this map is obviously still a few months away from launch, but the streamers here live at Next are going to be dropping into Area 99 shortly. Brittany, I have to ask you, I have my own thoughts. I have my own favorite place to land here. What do you think the hot drop is going to be today?
Oh, yeah.
Nuketown.
I think the hot drop today is going to be our manufacturing POI. That's the one that has all the Nuketown houses getting built, right?
Okay. Any mini Nuketowns.
All of them, yes. And so this is going to be a hot drop because it is a parkour playground inside. Players can run, jump, climb on all of the different house pieces. It's going to be so fun. And it's a good, testing ground for that Omni movement system.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Yep. It's absolutely
My
fantastic.
favorite is,
Okay.
I have to say, House on a Crane. You talked about it first. It's in Nuketown shipping. You cannot miss House on a Crane. You got a great vantage up there. Miles, do you have a...
Oh, yeah, I can already see snipers up in that crane house,
For me, I love to
doing work.
underneath. I like the SMG, the shotgun. I like to really try to dominate that if I can. The circle might push me out, but I'm going to try to hold it. And I have a soft spot, really, when you were looking at it, is callback to Blackout, Nuketown Island bunkers underneath.
My
for everyone that knows.
My man. Love it.
It's got that vibe and that feel, so I love to just kind of sit down there like a hermit and a creep and just kind of like watching people.
Okay, duly noted.
Yeah,
We got to play
I'm gonna
sometime.
see you. I'm going to see you down
He
there.
said, we got to play sometime. I know your strategies now.
I didn't say a corner, okay, GB?
I'm going to a corner.
He said command center.
Tactical defending.
Okay, but outside of the command
Tactical
center,
defending.
outside the
Yeah.
bunker, if I happen to look at
There's
the
a word for that.
periphery of the map,
And it has something to do with setting up a tent.
conversation
You know what I mean?
online,
Sleeping outside.
we
We
see
call
in
it
that
camping.
Well,
We call
you
it
might
camping.
see a hint of something fans love that might come later. We'll see.
Okay.
Get something with scope. You might see
Just a
something.
little hint
You guys,
there.
you guys out here with the teases and everything.
You
My
can't give
goodness
it all
gracious!
away. Come
Every time. All right, folks. Well, we'll be back with more Warzone coverage, including talking about Battle Royale updates, ranked play, and more. But for now, though, let's send it over to our casters for some brand new gameplay of Resurgence maps, Area 99. Fellas,
Finally,
take
let's
away.
do it.
Thank you very much, Alex. Area 99 is a mere moments away, but myself and Chris raring to go.
Yes, I want to dress up as a mannequin though.
Ooh,
Just random comment.
skin. Well, folks, we've got some very, very exciting news for you. That's right, folks. Welcome back to the Castle Circle, Miles and Puckett, and we are welcoming you right now to the TCL Power Hour. For those of you who are here last year, you know what it's all about, but during this next hour, we'll have our creators try to complete these 9 challenges while in the middle of the Battle Royale. These 9 challenges will come.
Do they get that 90-inch TV, TCL TV, if they win?
How big? TCL TV.
65 inches?
Okay, they're giving them a 65-inch. That's a good size. That's a real good size.
I like these different challenges. This is going to make the gameplay extra spicy if it wasn't enough. And also, if you want to be involved, use hashtag CODNext and hashtag TCLXCOD sweepstakes to enter. Check out the full rules below. Make sure you're doing it right, Miles.
Oh, let's get to the game, Chris. We've got a whole lot of action to get through. Area 99, folks. Let's do it.
Let's.
Honestly, can't wait, Chris. Mannequins.
great.
Imagine a mannequin skin. That would be a very, very
I'm trying to
interesting
get
thing.
it like in week 1. It might take till season 2, but I mean, who doesn't want to dress up?
I do. Look, the idea of a new Warzone map is incredibly exciting to me. I've been so pumped for this.
So
But you got
many
a chance,
talented gamers here as well. I was just looking around to see who would be in our lobbies. This should be fun.
Yeah, we had a chance to. I stood behind Shotzi for a while. Got to watch him running around. A bit of trash talk. I was told to run across the stage and unplug Iceman Isaac.
I'm trying to
Set up, and
see
I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do that, Chris. I'm not that
if
guy.
I could spot the action
And we should
Nuketown.
remind everybody, Stephanie said this a few times, this is just alpha. We're going to see an even more polished version by the time you get your hands on it. But Miles, you and I saw this last night. We had it just a few hours into it. What did you like most when you were playing?
I mean, it sounds like quite a cop-out, Chris, but I just love the idea that a single map from Black Ops history can inspire this huge play space. The idea that we're going like the home of Nuketown. There's this weird sort of like nuclear family feeling going on. There's mannequins being built. There's all sorts of cool stuff. It's just very exciting.
10 different POIs, and yet we can see, of course, all of our players bounce around to different ones. They said what's going to be the hot drop? Maybe manufacturing. I think it's going to be Nuketown shipping, though. Everyone just wants to go to the place that has Nuketown in the name.
Yeah, that's what I said. He just said what I said. Everybody gonna want to go to the place that has Nuketown in the name.
To me, it's just such a cool idea to, show a little bit of homage. I know you can look out across the desert, and in the distance there is, the OG Nuketown, which, let's face it, Chris, is going to be in this game somewhere, right?
Absolutely. I do have to say, Ghost, if you're watching this one, my boy Knight did not make it to COD Next this year. I personally want to vouch for this guy after watching him play for Twisted Minds. Knight is a Resurgence monster, and he refuses to play the big maps. He's like, Resurgence is my home. Why leave?
Why leave? And again, the idea that this one is a similar size to
It'd be like that. People find the thing that they like and they just stick to it. Like I got a person who I always play Call of Duty with. I know every time I play when we playing not Warzone, we playing multiplayer, hardcore. Like, and then I got friends who's like, yeah, we gonna play Warzone, and we gonna do plunder. It's just people who play they different things.
Yeah, maybe you'll come back here in about 17 seconds, Bradders. Excited to have you with us here in DC. One of our 250 creators all playing Black Ops 6 for the first time. Let's take a look, though, at some of the other screens. It looks like Ocean Ops is continuing to dominate. His teammate fell, but Ocean Ops going to keep slaying out.
That's a lovely top-down look. Reactor, obviously the highest point of the map here.
To the pods.
The pods, boy. To the pods. Dive.
Are you a green pod or blue pod guy?
I think I'd quite like to look at that purpley pod.
You're a purple podder.
Although the yellow pod looks like the tallest one. And these sort of these habitation locations for the staff here at Area 99. Let's have a quick look and see how it looks on the inside. Cool, look at this. Better than my place in LA.
Bigger than my New York City apartment as well. Well done, Future.
Well done. You ain't saying nothing. He's like bigger than my New York City apartment as well.
Plates, you name it. All the goodies you would expect from Warzone, and of course, brand new weapons here in Black Ops 6. See some dives, man. Come on.
I was going to say,
you've been doing it all day, Bradders.
Decent ground loot as well. Every gun you pick up feels like you can do damage with it. There was very few items that I was like, oh, this is never getting used.
A lot of nice shots there. Aim brought, taken down.
And J-God's in this lobby I just saw. Can we get a J-God screen up here?
He's on his team, man.
One of the legends, of course, of content when it comes to Warzone. If you ever want an update, you go to his channel. He's going to tell you what the meta weapon is, what to be doing in-game. He's a family man as well. Always
family
entertaining.
Man. Oh, very indeed a family man. A man who loves to think about his own gameplay. But once again, where are we going, folks? Where are we dropping? What's the game plan?
See, this is what happened. We had a good game going.
They had a good game going.
Yep.
Break it down for us, J-Dog.
Now we're like on Regain Central.
Now we're on Regain Central.
Yep, okay.
I mean, Ocean's patrolling the rooftops, making sure he's got...
There's probably going to be a hot helicopter there when the finished product is out.
Certainly going to help. That's a full squad mark.
We got that. Best.
I love the narration of his own gameplay. Keeping the chat involved for maybe those who are driving or not necessarily paying too much attention to what they're seeing.
Instant YouTube video, you know? Why make edits? Oh, it's quick looking at loot, dude.
He's trying to figure out the new pickups. Oh, okay, this is the armor satchel. What's this? Someone's shooting him in the back. I'm trying to make a YouTube video over here, mate.
Trying to read. All right, now we did get the reinforcement flare. That is going to be massive. Anyone who plays Resurgence already familiar with that aspect. But basically, you can get your buttons back extra fast, extra easily.
Well, another absolute demon in the Warzone world like a Shamu. And listen, it comes already. Rooftop on ping. They're doing their absolute best, folks. Running through. That's a squad wipe. See the nice gold highlight there. Another change again to the user interface here on Black Ops 6.
And unfortunately, Espresso
the map is closing.
Shamu's body. He's not happy
it's shrinking.
about it. We got to go over to Biffle though. This guy, I think right now, if it's not Shifty, Biffle is the best player to ever touch Warzone.
I mean, we saw it. Repul's giving him the little goat statue with damn good reason. Watching his Ames 85 here, one of the new assault rifles in BO6. Nameless giving it a lot of love in one of our pre-match segments. Big AR guy, bro.
I love this gun. It's absolutely amazing. And getting to see Biffle run it, he's going to do some things that I just can't do, so this is exciting.
And of course, showcasing the new movement. How do you get to high ground? What's the head? He doesn't matter what armor you have. He has better aim. And that is another
That's
one
crazy. It don't matter what armor you
Is
got.
that 17 already?
Yeah, oh yeah, 17. That's the top right-hand side of the screen. His elimination count. 6 players remaining in the game as well, Chris. We are looking at a very, very late match here.
They popped the UAV. They know at least where 4 of them are, and this is just hunting time. This is what these boys do.
Well, he's got his dedicated melee out. Does he have any idea? Does he have any idea that this is going to be a moment in the BCL Power Hour? Looks like someone's going to get a TV.
Chauncey's coming on in, and here comes the revives as well. We love Power Hour. Once again, if you're just joining in, we have 9 65-inch televisions to dish out. All you got to do, hang out and throw up some hashtags.
Double ball back.
A little quick look at the cluster munitions, cluster strike. That's an absolute classic, a staple from the Warzone world.
Live.
Good shots. Couple of tags. Not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, still dialing in the XM4. This might not be the final build.
Yeah, it might not be. Who knows, though? I mean, again, our players, they didn't necessarily have time to create their own custom classes, but what they picked up, they're all very solid, you know?
Oh, they're going into zone. They're going into zone.
They got money for days, calling out the rotation. Biffle.
Chilling in the storm.
Says, ending your map a little bit early, and now they've got numbers advantage.
That player does get the revives, so a couple more folks coming back in. This game is not over yet, but Biffle, 18, looking for number 19. These shots are sensational.
That's the worst when you get swatted out the sky. Like, yeah, I'm back. No, you're not.
Enemies are. They've got him pinged on the map.
Oh, he got the knife out.
And Biffle on the flank is going to get caught out here. Goes for the instant.
Damn, how he healing himself like that? Bruh is a beast.
Is that, folks, your first Area 99 victory. Biffle and the boys.
Look at him, look at him, look at him. He had his knife out. He was like, you know what, I'm going to just heal. And they got him.
The podcast GOAT right now, and you can see they're dropping a 51 bomb as a squad. Welcome to Resurgence
51.
here at Black Ops 6.
That's not a bad place to be. Well, GG's there, folks. A very, very exciting look. Very, very exciting look there to start things off. What an unbelievable
People are
run.
so good at the game.
See if anyone can beat that during the day.
A quite delectable bite of Warzone action right there, Miles. And you can't ask for a better ending. We have so many studs, though, in the building, so many fantastic players, and all of these players are live on their personal channels. So go find your favorite in addition to watching the main broadcast.
In addition to watching the main broadcast, a little birdie has just told me that Lottie is on the floor with a very special guest. Lottie.
Go Cowboys.
Thank you so much, fellas. We're actually heading over right now, aren't we, RG3, to Tim the Tapman for a From the Chair interview presented by Herman Miller. Tim, first of all, welcome to COD Next. Lovely to see you. How are you liking Area 99?
So far, loving it. Didn't fully get to dive into it just yet, but, I'm a slow learner, so hoping a couple more games and I'll be able to, compete with some of these other pros around here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's I say that every time I start playing.
Yeah, that's me, bro. That's me.
But Tim, just for you, 4 years waiting for this game to come out. They've been putting it to develop the longest ever between Black Ops games. What are you looking most forward to?
I think for me personally, it's definitely that Omni movement, and it's literally flipped the game on its head. Like, I didn't know what to expect before coming here, and now being here and playing it, it really is like, you can't, I'm going to go back and play the old COD, and it's going to feel so different compared to what.
That's what I was saying. I said people going to play this and then go back to other games.
100%.
And they're going to feel like shit. And then developers going to be wondering, damn, that's what I'm saying. If you got a first-person shooter right now, let it cook. I'm not saying stuff like Stalker. Like Stalker, that's a single-player thing. Come out. Doom, Dark Ages, you already know how the Doomslayer moves. But any other game that's, trying to be shooty, bang, multiplayer, yeah, you got to go back to the drawing board. To release your game now without even pulling from this Omni movement, you're doing yourself a disservice because nobody's going to want to play your shit. And I know some people might say, oh, there might be people who want that old feel and not the Omni movement. I'm like, yeah, for those people, they're going to go to Modern Warfare 3. Like, what do you mean? Like, they're covered in all facets, so you have to adapt. That's why when I look at these companies, they copy the wrong things and then fail. And it's like, why did we fail? It's because nobody wants the same thing. You got to do what they do, but then make a hook to make your thing, make their thing feel irrelevant, because that's what you worked on is, oh yeah, how do we make that game feel old? And once you do that, you win. or you have a better chance of winning. That's what I feel. That's my opinion. That's my take. You know.
We're here with a very exciting announcement today. The Call of Duty
Dude on the right look like another Gears of War guy. That's Marcus Phoenix right there. With Diesel.
It was inspired by and created in close collaboration with former UK Special Forces operators who are here with us today. On behalf of Through Dark, a British apparel company founded on the principle that veterans are cut from a very special cloth. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thanks, Mikhail. How's it going? Thanks.
Can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind the Endeavor Pack?
Yeah, so we've spent the majority of our military careers within UK Special Forces, and in this time we live by the mantra, endeavour through adversity.
This experience, however, is not reserved for the military elite. It is universal and human. We all encounter hardship in our own lives in our own way.
Ain't that the truth? And how did this collaboration with the Call of Duty Endowment come about?
So like the best of plans, interests were aligned from the beginning. As military veterans, the mission of the Call of Duty Endowment resonates deeply with our own brand of beliefs. So developing the Call of Duty Endowment's first ever UK operator skin, knowing our efforts would directly follow veterans across the UK, US seeking meaningful employment.
As you mentioned, this is the first UK operator skin. What does it mean to be a part of that milestone as UK veterans?
Well, our ethos as Royal Marine Commandos of the Special Boat Service is inextricably woven throughout this pack. From the operator kit to the loadouts and pack essentials, our goal was to create something unquestionably authentic. As proceeds from sales of this pack will employ veterans in both the US and UK, it is incredibly humbling knowing that we get to continue serving the community we all came from.
What can our players look forward to most as they await the launch of this pack?
So our hope is that players recognize that the good they will do by purchasing this pack to help the veterans. Without giving too much away, I'd advise other players to watch their backs, check the corners, and stay away from the water once this pack is live.
Cyberpunk 2 is officially in the planning phase, according to CD Projekt Red CFO. I know they're making Witcher right now.
Well, there
That's
you
cool
have it,
though.
folks. The very first look at the Call of Duty Endowment Endeavor Tracer Pack. For a deeper dive into the pack components and more first looks, be sure
Final
to
Fantasy
tune in to
producer
Call of Duty
says,
Endowment Bowl
so with Final
immediately
that
following this broadcast, where Louis, Foxy, and I.
Oh, that's the Endeavor Tracer Pack, dude. All right, so what I was saying, oh yeah, so Final Fantasy producer says, so with Final Fantasy 14 as a starting point, we do want to release more Square games on Xbox. There will be more of our titles releasing on Xbox, so I hope players will look forward to future things to come on the platform. And I'm like, literally on yesterday's podcast, I literally said exactly that. But I've been saying that already since literally
Let's get back to gaming.
the beginning of the generation. I said they're gonna learn the hard way, and then they're gonna tap on those Sony deals, and then they're gonna put everything on the next Nintendo console and on Xbox. And that's exactly what's playing out. It's too many times where I say exactly what's gonna happen. Motherfuckers don't believe it, and then the shit come true. And I just smile and pat myself on the back because nobody else gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, like, it's all the time. All the moves Xbox making, everybody try to be making doom and gloom. I'm like, bro, I was saying they was gonna do everything that they doing right now. I was saying they was gonna do it in 2016, 17. 17 for sure, I was saying it already. Like, I was saying, oh yeah, they're gonna have Fire Stick-like devices. They actually just use Fire Sticks. And by the way, they got more Fire Sticks now available for Game Pass. So it's like, yeah, man, I called all that. So when people be, you know, clutching their pearls and acting crazy about shit that ain't nothing crazy, just the normal direction we headed, I'm like, y'all just don't know how to read the room, bro. Like, legit. This dude fell right down, though. That was perfect.
Massive change here. Doesn't just affect MP, doesn't just affect zombies, because all of the HUDs are different, Chris. I mean, so you've got the ability to really customize your game depending on what you're playing.
And some of the perks are going to have an effect.
And the same way I said, yeah, and PlayStation going to do the same thing too, because PlayStation is the most copying company in the history of the medium. And that's not hating, that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything they do is taken from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Down to their first console being a lot of work done by Nintendo. And then, like, even that you could say, but nah, the controller is a Super Nintendo controller with grip. That's all it was. They're like, they ain't, oh yeah, they got an extra shoulder button. That's it. Extra shoulder buttons. Yeah, Sega had extra buttons too on controls. Like, I just and then I'm like, they've always copied. You know, Wii Remote, PlayStation Move, pay for online. They did pay for online. Xbox Live, PS. Like they've always been. They've never been a leader in anything. Even in VR, they only did that because they thought this is gonna be the next thing. We could be early to it. And then Microsoft was like, yeah, we're gonna do VR. And I was like, they ain't never gonna do VR because VR is never gonna pop off because VR is corny. Putting shit on your face in a medium that's a social medium is never gonna work. Nobody gonna come home from a long day at work, be like, let me put on this big shit on my head and play video games on my wife and my kids' head. That ain't gonna work, bro. It's just not. And I said that from the beginning. And here we are. And people can say, oh yeah, but this and that. Bro, if your VR has only moved like 2 million units, that's a failure. That's not a success. They'd be like, nah, they'd be like, nah, that's not that bad. Bro. If we're gonna say the Wii U was bad, we gotta say that's bad, because those shits cost way more to make, the manufacturer, than the Wii U. Let's talk about it. And they ain't moving software. Let's talk about it, but we don't need to talk about it because proof is in the pudding. But yeah, that's what I said. Some people, you know, they need somebody to tell them, listen, man, this is what the future gonna be. And I know they be paying these analysts and shit. I'm like, man, analysts be going off what the other dudes say. I go off by spirit and feel. And so far my shit hasn't failed me once. Straight up. Straight up.
Doing everything they can to stay on the move. A little bit of points there. Again, you are
But yeah, man, I said Call of Duty. Call of Duty. I said Final Fantasy and stuff. I was like, yeah, that shit is all gone. You know, they're gonna learn the hard way. Because I said it's gonna be the same thing that happened with Street Fighter. I'm like, Street Fighter right now is bigger than Final Fantasy in this medium, right? And it's always been. And I'm gonna just say this, like, when they did Street Fighter 5, and I said, yeah, this is the stupidest move ever from Capcom. This is like, you gotta understand. Oh look, this is a Newtown house. You gotta understand, like, there's certain games that just can't be exclusive. Like I said, Doom was never gonna be exclusive, and I was right. I said if they were to buy Warner Brothers, and I said this years ago before it was actually on the table. Now it's looking like it's really on the table. But I said if they did, they're never gonna make Mortal Kombat exclusive. There's more negative that comes to that than positive. Negatives from the fans, negative from the money you're gonna bring, because of why you gonna cut off money that you was making. Imagine buying something and then be like, yeah, we're not gonna use this. That's like a goddamn drug dealer being like, yeah, you know what? We got the ops off this block, or whatever the case may be. You know, they got locked up, whatever, so now this block is available, but yeah, we ain't gonna put nothing on it. We just gonna let this block, you know. This is gonna be a safe space. Like, that's never gonna work, bro. Like, somebody else gonna move in that space, and then you got another op. You know, it's the same thing. And it's all business, bro. It's all the same. And people can say, oh, that's a stupid comparison. Nah, I promise you, it's not. It's exactly that. Because you got to consider, they be like, oh yeah, you're talking about crime things, bro. So, moving work is nowhere near the crimes that these giant billion-dollar companies make, bro. Like, I got a goddamn story to tell you, bro. Like, that's just the reality of it. But anyway, you know, oh look, somebody was in the house right there camping. Well, not camping, sniping. But yeah, I say all that, like, and it's like, when it comes true, I just be like, yeah, man. Now go through your other favorite content creators and go through the shit that they be saying and tell me, did any of that shit come true? All they doom and gloom. Has Xbox died? Huh? I just want to know, because it's every day, oh yeah, this is the worst, this is gonna, and the gunner never comes. No, they just keep making more money, more people playing than on every other console combined. You know what I'm saying? In their ecosystem. Those are the facts. And it's like, yeah, man. Because people all want to act like they think they know, like, what's going on. Yeah, this is the way you're supposed to do it. Like, there's no supposed to. There's a right and a wrong way. But there's multiple right ways and there's multiple wrong ways. And right now they've been doing things the right way for them. While gamers complain, I'm like, what are you complaining about? That you get to play with more people? Oh my God, Sea of Thieves is on PlayStation. So now you get to play with more people. If people fell off of it on Xbox, because they've been out on that shit for years, they could go, oh yeah, there's a new resurgence of players because it's just sold 1 million on PlayStation now. You know what I'm saying? So now Sea of Thieves is alive even more than it was. You know what I mean? So it's like, how is that a negative? But it's only a negative if you a console warrior, console war guy 24/7, can't see the bigger picture. You know? And it's sad, bro, because it's like, people joke, oh, when we play, we, you know, when everyone plays, we all win. It's not a joke. That's just true. You can say, oh, it's a catchphrase. It is a catchphrase for them, but it's also made and built in reality. You ain't never gonna tell me that coming out with a game and making it exclusive to one box is better than it being multiplayer. Any game, even the biggest games in the world, because it's like, oh yeah, Mario Kart, look how much it sold. Yeah, but if it was multiplayer, it'd be Grand Theft numbers, 150 mil instead of 60. So don't act like, oh yeah, like this is the right way. No, there is no, the rightest way is for everybody to play. Let's just be honest. And we know the only reason that that's not a thing is because of the original shit of we got to make our box the appealing box. And I get that. And that's why it should still exist with Nintendo and everything and stuff. But with Microsoft, who's a $3 trillion company, who's Windows, who's like, to me, it makes sense the moves that they make. For them to have their own box, their own ecosystem where you've been purchasing games for the last 20 years and change. No matter what it sells, if it only sells, 40 million, 50 million, still good. That's 40 million, 50 million. That's still 35 million Game Pass members just there, not counting Fire Sticks, not counting PC. Like, but, on the internet, they'll paint this shit like, yo, it's the worst thing ever. I'm like, bro, you talk about Xbox because they're the dopest ones out. You port beg their games because they're the dopest ones out. You hate on them to get clicks because they're the dopest ones out. That's who you talk about because they're the dopest ones out. That's it. And that's been the narrative for the last 4 years. It's like, because they're doing a lot of cool stuff.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. I'm Miles, this is Puckett, and if you're just tuning in...
And I'm just talking about specifically the guys who hate the most, Like, they're their favorite. That's why they hate on them so much. Oh, I hate them, but one Starfield. Oh, I hate them. Gran Turismo is better, but then when you thought Forza was coming, oh, Forza Horizon, the greatest racing games coming to PlayStation. Ha ha. I'm like, you ain't saying that. You're just basically saying my library's going to be more full if that happens. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but that didn't happen. But then, motion sickness. Everybody had motion sickness when Indiana Jones was revealed that, oh, yeah, we don't care. Oh, it's first person. It don't matter. It ain't like Uncharted. And plus I get motion sickness. Now it's everybody's celebrating and everything. That's what I said. Like, y'all who spend too much time believing these dudes who literally just lying out their teeth just to defend their favorite product, it's a waste of time, bro. Listen to dudes who gonna be genuinely honest about the shit that they like, their actual feelings and opinions, not what the general consensus is, not what the crowd wants them to say. Just keep it real. Keep it 1,000. It's okay. But asking that of this medium is ridiculous. Like, I saw a post today that Paris Lily made about a Dreamcast guy who I've never watched or nothing, right? But it's like, oh yeah, this dude, is a drifter who says stuff that he doesn't actually believe. I'm like, motherfucker, that's everybody. And I don't mean motherfucker disrespectfully. I just mean like, bro, that's everybody. Literally, that's all of them. That's all. I'm just gonna say that's all of y'all. The y'alls of the world. That's all of y'all, bro. Y'all all do that. Nintendo dudes be capping for their shitty graphics, for their rental video game service after talking shit about Game Pass. And, oh, yeah, I like to own my games. I don't want to rent my games. And now you got a glorified rental service for all the legacy of Nintendo games. And you cheer that shit and pay higher costs for more consoles. Yeah, like, and then sit there and defend that. But if it was the other way, and I always say this, if everybody else was doing what Xbox was doing, they would say revolutionary, screaming from rooftop to bats. What are these guys not doing? But because it's Xbox and they're the industry's favorite punching bag right now, because they can't say Nintendo Doom no more because of sales of hardware. Even though Nintendo and Xbox and PlayStation, they're all making fucking money. Ain't nobody losing out here. You know what I mean? If anybody's losing out here, honestly, it's the one selling the most hardware right now at this current moment. You know what I mean? And they'd be like, come on, man, they're doing great, word? Concord? That's great. Raising the price to the PlayStation 5 for the 4th time? That's great. And don't get it twisted. I know Xbox raised the price in Japan, but they ain't never have a chance in Japan. They've never done anything in Japan. I literally said this earlier, and I know I said this on Patreon, so I'm going to say it here on YouTube. For anybody who listening and got this far in. These dudes... Hold up.
Lovely looks there across the board. Everyone's got a little different vibe. Some of the mini-maps are square, some of them are round, some of them are at the bottom of the
I kind of lost my train of thought now. See? Over here trying to lower this volume. But nah,
exciting as he just waits to get back into the game.
It don't even matter. Like the point is, you know, like everybody does that where they line for their favorites. Like don't nobody want to fucking buy Indiana Jones for $70. If I gave you the choice right now on PlayStation to get Indiana Jones and your PlayStation Premium bullshit mediocre subscription service, but it's getting the Plucky Squire, so you know you should play that. Anyway, like you would be like, yeah, I ain't gonna pay for that shit. I'm gonna get it right here, and if I like it, then I buy it. You know, the whole game. Like, yeah, you would. Ain't nobody gonna say, yeah, 70 capping for 70 capping. Like, but they do that because of fanboy shit. So that's why it's like, yo, I don't care what nobody say. Like, or like listening to none of these dudes. These dudes all be fronting.
Falling in, if he can hit the shots, the burst not quite clean enough.
That's a fun weapon. That's the
all be lying for their favorite piece of plastic. And when your piece of plastic is really dope, you don't gotta lie. Like when I was saying this, saying yeah, the Wii U library is better than the PlayStation 4 library when it comes to exclusive, and people was like, "How dare you?" I'm like, I'm not saying this like an opinion, and that's why you taking it as. I'm saying it as a fact. And dude's like, but it's not a fact. It's your opinion. I'm like, it's not my opinion, bro. If a game on a 13 million user base has an attach rate of basically 1-to-1, bro, and multiple games down there like that, they doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. And then, nah, it ain't. How you gonna say that? Okay. Hasn't Mario Kart now basically cleared that whole PlayStation 4 exclusive library? On top of the fact that most of the PlayStation 4 exclusives, the people who actually made them, they're all gone. They fired all those teams and got rid of those. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and yet Mario Kart Wii U game, over 60 million. Tears of the Kingdom in the 40s or some shit like that now. I mean, Breath of the Wild, and then Tears of the Kingdom over 20, but not counting Tears of the Kingdom. That's not a Wii U game. The point is, there was a lot of shit from Wii U that came to the Switch, and the thing that catapulted the Switch to its stardom was a Wii U game, Mario Kart 8, which came out 10 years ago on Wii U, proving the point that they had the best software. 3D World, how much that shit sold? On Wii U, I'm saying. I mean, not on Wii U, on Switch. That's not even counting the Wii U sales, because if you do that, it puts it close to 30 million. Same thing with New Super Mario Brothers U. Like, you can't make this up. Those games didn't change. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, those games was good. And people who only had 3DS for their Nintendo Fix now had to get the hybrid, which was their handheld and the home console. And then they all continue to do what we was all doing on Wii U, which was playing those games. It's like, it's not a lie, bro. There's a reason why there hasn't been an Uncharted game in 10 years. And it's like people don't want to have realistic conversations. That's why for me it's like, it's not even, it's pointless to discuss video game shit with people when it's like you want to talk through your feelings and your opinion and not through the reality and the facts. And then when I say some shit that's factual that you can't stomach, you go, oh no, that's your opinion. Nah, it's not. There was a reason why there was a stampede, bro, and it wasn't for PlayStation. There was a reason why PlayStation quit going to E3s after that shit with it. Get up and now let's go to this room and see Ghost of Tsushima, because they ain't have nothing. They ain't have a body of work. And I said that year. I said that body of work dried up, and then you seen it throughout the PS5 generation. It's just dry. And it's like, oh yeah, Ragnarok. Yeah, but that's a game built off the PlayStation 4 God of War, and it's on PlayStation 4, and then it's put on PS5. Like, you ain't got a PS5 game there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but dudes didn't want to have that conversation because they rather be talking about Xbox Doom, because they had this glorious time. It was their best moment, 2013. TV. They want to stay there forever. Well, their console is the most bare bones, lacking shit ever. That's just selling you bullshit. Oh, here's this back buttons. Here's a VR thing that we're not going to use, but we're going to charge you arm and leg. Here's stronger, not stronger. Here's a PlayStation 5, but you know the one you got now. There's a different model, and a different model. Oh, this is a small one, but not slim, because we might want to cash grab you on that later on the slim one. Oh yeah, we're gonna make a pro, but you ain't even got games, and you confirm you ain't gonna have nothing but one game a year now. First party. So what do we need a pro for? Oh, for Grand Theft Auto. Like, I just laugh. Like, bro, use your fucking console that you made. The shit that you promised it was gonna be the most powerful jiggly wiggly thing in the world. You know, and then move on to the 6. Stop playing. That's what I say. Like, bro, you playing PlayStation goddamn 6 right now, because PlayStation 5 was PlayStation 4 Pro. Because when you're only thing that you introduce every console generation is just, oh look, stronger hardware, same control, same bullshit. For literally since they've been in, oh no, the controller changed. Bro, changing the grip of the controller isn't changing the controller. You must not have played Nintendo systems to actually see controllers change, to get to the point where you are, to the stagnant point where you are now. Like, you know, and that's the thing too, is like arguing with people. I don't know, I might be arguing with some little kid who ain't never lived through shit. When I done lived through all this shit, like I started on Atari. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I ain't gonna say and pretend like your opinion fucking matters. Fuck out of here with that. Straight up. Especially when you want to lie. So when I saw like that thing he said, I was like, I felt like, well, you could say this about almost everybody. You know what I'm saying? There's dudes in your circles like Dustin Legary who says dumb shit 24/7. Shit that he knows, damn, he gotta know. If he don't, then he should leave this space because he's clearly not good at it. But it's like, he says dumb shit all the time and gets community noted all the time. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, but he actually believe what he say. I don't care if you believe what you say, but it's still dumb. What's the difference? What's the difference? But anyway, man, I'm done. This has been awesome. I've been streaming. I just don't want to, you know, sit here and rant about fucking the dumb shit in this industry. You know, I've done that already enough on Patreon. If you want to listen to shit like that, hit up my Patreon. You're going to see. What you're going to listen to there is going to be the realest shit you hear in this medium, period. You will not find nobody who do what I do anywhere. And that's not, oh, yo, you dick riding. Nah, I'm telling you this with my whole chest because it's true. All right? I make more content than 90% of your favorite content creators. All right? Like, I literally just dropped 4 fucking podcasts this week. And I'm still probably going to do another one. Like, this is, like, I really do this shit. Before it was cool to do this shit. Before it was about money to do this shit. Like, I really do this shit because I'm really passionate about this shit. And I prove that all the time. And my Patreon know, because y'all know the conditions that I be doing this shit under. People will never know who just watch through YouTube, but my Patreon, they know. Like, I'm literally different from. You might think, oh, now you just another guy talking. I promise you, I'm not the same. We're not the same, bro. My receipt, my catalog, my body of work is second to none, son. And that's not an opinion. That's factual. That's factual. But anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for everybody who tuned in. Come back. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to do another podcast this week. You know what I'm going to do this week? I'm going to live stream Call of Duty later this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop some Prime videos for y'all, which are super good. I did a 30-minute one. And I did I'm going to show y'all a thumbnail to one right now just for fun. Just for fun. A little teaser for what's coming.
We've never had classic prestige franchise. Really excited to see.
Screw it, I'm gonna give you a teaser for the other one. These are already up on Patreon, by the way, for Prime members. Watch this. Stay tuned for those. They're gonna be awesome. I promise you that. They're gonna be great. And yeah.
For the very first time, Warzone is getting
man.
own dedicated.
I appreciate y'all for coming through, tuning in, listening to me, you know, talk my shit all the time. And yeah, that's going to do it for this. Until the next one. And next beyond, baby. Peace.
We have an updated camo system, and for the first time ever in Warzone.